At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people, they're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
For a limited time only, we've got Honda generators, free delivery until the end of this month of March only. They're super compact, reliable Japanese generators. For more information, check out our website or give us a call.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
For Geraldton, Lara Dalton and Brent T. Russell Chartered Accountants. The City of Greater Geraldton, Community Bank Geraldton, who have been serving the community for over 13 years. Melissa Price, the member for Durack, and Skeeters all day, every day on your home of GNFL football, Radio Mama.
And a very good afternoon and welcome to Radio Mama. We're the home of GNFL footy on Drennan O'Malley Motors Game Day. Glenn Barden and Murray Gardner bringing you all the action round 5 for Red Dust Holdings. And once again, 3 games today for the GNFL round. All games played today, 2 in the country, with Chapman Valley hosting Rovers at Mazzacali Oval and Northampton hosting Mullawar at Percher International Oval. And our big game today is the long-time rivals Railways doing battle with Brigades, and as I mentioned, we're at Red Dust Holdings Recreation Ground with thanks to the City of Greater Geraldton and Lara Dalton, the member for Geraldton. In the earlier games today, we can tell you that Brigades have won the Colts and Brigades have won the Reserves, so a good start from Brigades. Can they keep it going? And they were trying to keep their record intact the last couple of games. They've been playing well. Railways too, coming off a big win last weekend. Railways proved 42 points too good for Mullawar, and Brigades proved 43 points too good for Town. So looking forward to a big day. Joined in commentary today by Murray Gardner. Murray, this is a really good game. Unfortunately, both clubs have had to make a lot of changes going into the game. There's a lot of players unavailable today, but still got very reasonable sides in line-up today.
Yeah, both teams have made some big changes. We've had some laid outs for Brigades as well from the teams that were named this morning, and we know that Railways had to make 8 or 9 changes. Some handy players come back in for both teams though. For Railways, they've brought in the likes of Ben Saunders, Mitchell Boyle, Shaden Edwards, James Huggins, so they're big ins for them. And for Brigades, they've had a few guys apparently off for a wedding, so missing guys like Clay Sippler, Sam Millett, and a few of those sort of guys. So they'll be, I suppose, opportunities. We also know there's a few young guys making their debuts today. Yes. Lucas Clarkson, good young fella for Railways, making his debut. We know Reed Foote made his debut as a 15-year-old last week for Brigades and was very impressive. And they've also got Archie Bogard making his debut for Brigades this afternoon as well. So, yeah, really looking forward to this contest. I think the two really, well, they've been 2 of the top teams over the last few years. Both teams have had the 1 win and the 2 losses. Sorry, the other way around. Yes. 1 loss and 2 wins. And, of course, Brigades coming off beating Northampton's a big win for them. So, perfect conditions here at the Rec. For this game. The rain earlier this morning's all sort of dried up. A few little patches are a little bit slippery, but absolutely no breeze out there and perfect conditions for footy. Yeah, ideal conditions as Jordan O'Brien leads his side out on the ground. His other co-captain, another one that's missing for Brigades today, in Mick Quick. So Mick's not playing today, but Jordan O'Brien will take the full captain role today. So a good opportunity. Railways warming up at the city end of the recreation ground as we look over to the sea. We're broadcasting today from the Great Southern Fuels broadcast truck, and it's a beautiful vantage point. So it's lovely to be here today and looking at the recreation ground. It's certainly a beautiful ground to be at, and a good crowd in attendance. Not a massive crowd, just a handy crowd. And if you're looking for a good afternoon out and you want to come and see some good local footy, 2 of the better sides in the competition, Brigades and Railways, although they've been seen a lot of changes, they've still got some good players coming into the lineup. Our GNFL umpires today, just about to come out on the ground. Umpires Dale Pearce, Claire Knight and Kevin Osmond. So we wish our umpires all the best today for the GNFL. And it should be a very, very entertaining game of football. As we mentioned, 2 other games being played today. Chapman Valley playing host to Rovers and Northampton playing host for Mullawar. As we quickly go around the grounds with thanks to the City of Greater Geraldton and Lara Dalton, the member for Geraldton. And in the Colts games played out at Nabor today, Chapman Valley 18 goals, 16 defeated Rovers, no score. In the reserves, Chapman Valley 16 goals, 15, 111 defeated Rovers, no score. And the other games being played up at Mullawar today, minor grade games, and the final score come in for the women's game at Nabawar at Mazzacali Oval, and Chapman Valley 13 goals, 6 have defeated Rovers 1 goal 4. So Rovers have kicked 1 goal
4 in 3 games of footy. So not a great start for Rovers today. So let's hope that they put their best foot forward when the league game gets underway. Looking at the games being played up at Northampton at Percher International Oval today, the Colts, Mullawa won that one, and they keep going on their merry way. Mullawa 100 points, defeated Northampton 48, but sadly in the reserves Mullawa forfeited, and in the women Mullawa forfeited. So a big day for Northampton, but there'll be a big gap in between, and it doesn't make great footy, does it, Murray, when you sit around for 3 hours waiting for a game of footy to come along?
No, that is when you've got that gap there. You've got a lot of volunteers and a lot of people sort of in and around the footy, and when there's no games between the Colts and the league game, it does make it really hard for them.
People drift off, don't they?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So hopefully those Mullawa can get those numbers up in those two teams, and we don't see too many more forfeits over the season.
Well, we know the Mullawa reserves were premiers last year, of course, so they've got a capable side, but unfortunately player numbers must be short, and they're doubling up, and they can't get the 3 sides in at the moment, which makes it a little bit difficult. So it's going to be a good day of footy, there's no doubt about it. And if you're out on your way to Nabwa today or on your way to Northampton, do drive safely and enjoy the footy when you get there, because they should be pretty entertaining league games, as this one will be here this afternoon. So looking forward to a big contest, still 6 or 7 minutes away from the start of this big one, and it should be a very entertaining game of footy. But let's quickly, our sides are a little bit different though from today, so we'll just run through the team list. You run through the Railways team list, and then I'll run through the Brigades team list.
Railways lining up for them today. We got Mitchell Boyle, Lucas Clarkson, Blake Bunter, Jesse Anamini, Antonio Priolo, Matthew Kimberley, Elliot Delaney, James Huggins, Dylan Corbett, Jesse Moore, Ben Saunders, Shaden Edwards, Drew Tunbridge, Jager Williams, Damien King, Ned Osborne, Clint Harrington, Tristan Simpson, Jack Osborne, Nathan Pletty, Nathan Tubby and Liam Clarkson.
And looking at the Brigades lineup for today, to the way they're listed, and Brigades have brought Graham Sandy back in. He played reserves last week. Isaac Ronan, Lucas Ronan, Henry Perham, Harrison King, Nathan Svensson, Jordan O'Brien, Jackson Luff, Jack Deschamps, Jamie Ryder, Reed Foote, Ben Bockman, Jesse Castleton, Joel Patrick, Keegan Cross, Thomas Fleming, Archie Bolgard, Hassam Ahmad Watkins, Fletcher Class-Stoney, Hayden Johnson and Riley Jupp, along with Dion Dan. So that's the lineup. So both sides have got a good mix of experience and also youth, and it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top.
We talked this morning, Glenn, and we're both really interested and keen to have a look at Hassan Ahmad Watkins.
Yes.
Who's been a new addition to Brigades this year, and it gives him he's a fairly big sized body.
Yes, he's got a big body. He's not that tall, is he?
No, but he often starts in the middle, pushes forward and ends up kicking a few goals. So just looking forward to see where he does line up and where he ends up throughout the game.
That's right. So looking forward to a big contest today. A lot of history between these two clubs. Of course, Railways and Brigades have been around footy for a long time. They've contested many finals over the years, and there's a good rivalry between these two clubs as we see the umpires going through the warm-ups in preparation for what should be an entertaining day of footy. So looking forward to bringing it to you today with thanks to Community Bank Geraldton, Melissa Price, the member for Durack, Drennan O'Malley Motors, GT Russell Chartered Accountants. Also, we thank our City of Greater Geraldton and Lara Dalton, the member for Geraldton, for keeping us across what is going on. And we're very fortunate today to be broadcasting from the beautiful facilities supplied courtesy of the sponsorship of the Great Southern Fuel organisation. We thank them for letting us be here today and enjoy the beautiful scenery that we have, looking out over to the west and looking to the north, in fact, as we look out to the ocean as the umpires do the toss of the coin. Railways have won the toss of the coin, Jesse Adamini, and Jesse Adamini has decided to go to the southern end of the ground, kicking towards the southern end of the recreation ground. So we're about to get this big one underway this afternoon. And you're still sticking with Railways, Murray?
Yeah, I am actually, even more so with some of the little outs that have come from Brigades. But one thing that's going to be really interesting is how Railways go in the ruck. Both their two main ruckmen are out today. They've brought in Nathan Paletti and Liam Clarkson to cover their ruck stocks, who are both serviceable type players, but up against some real tough opposition in Hayden Johnson and Fletcher Clatstorney. Will give Brigades a good first use of the ball, I think. So the midfield for Railways are going to have to really work hard to try and take away that dominance in the air.
I was very impressed with Nathan Paletti last year. I thought he did a power of work, and his performance over the season I thought was outstanding, and it was great to see him. He's been around the club for a long time, Murray, but he's a great servant of the club, isn't he? Whenever the job's there to be done, he steps in and he does a great job.
Absolutely he does. You know you're going to get 100% from Nathan every time. He's played quite a few league games over the years, so he's got that experience about him. He positions well around the field, but yeah, he's been playing a fair bit of resis this year, so it's going to be a big task for him today.
It certainly is, and if there is, Brigades do have some big players. We've got Joel Patrick who can do the rucking in defence, and you've got also Hayden Johnson, who's probably one of the better ruckmen around the league, so he is a big boy and he would take some looking after. It's going to be an entertaining game of footy here, and this first term with thanks to Community Bank Geraldton, your one-stop banking opportunity in the Midwest. As the umpires this afternoon, as I've already mentioned, umpires Dale Pearce, Claire Knight and Kevin Osborne about to get the big one underway. Kevin Osborne, who played a lot of great footy in the GNFL over a very long career, also coached in Dongra, coached in Rovers, and looking forward to a big contest and ready to go in the big one this afternoon. Umpire Kevin Osborne holds the ball aloft, and we're about to get this first term underway on Drill O'Malley Motors Game Day. Radio Mama, the home of GNFL footy. And the umpire Osborne to put the ball into the air, and Railways get the best of it, or do they? No, Brigades do through Hayden Johnson. He feeds the ball quickly out to Graham Sandy. Sandy, a very quick conveyance, grabs it on centre wing, Francis Street side, kicks it up towards the scoreboard end, looking up there for a teammate. He finds that player in Jordan O'Brien. O'Brien gets the ball smothered off the boot, and there'll be a boundary throw-in deep in the right half forward flank, just near the Adam Hunter scoreboard, and Adam Hunter accountant scoreboard. 35 seconds played in this first term, and we're into the first term of our match of the day.
Ball comes back in. Brigades have got it down again through Johnson's gone forward, and that's gone out of bounds in the forward pocket. And it looks like Nathan Tubby will have the kick in back in for Railways. Goes short, looking for Mitch Boyle, and finds him at the top of the 50. Boyle waiting for something to move. Gets another little short pass, lands just in front of Tunbridge, rolls out, bit of a pack forming, no one can get it out, and it's like it's going to be out. Railway's still trying to get it. It's all congested up and waiting for the ball up there for the umpire to call it.
By Dale Pearce will come in and throw the ball up just in front of the scoreboard. 1.5 minutes gone in this first term. Pretty congested, as Murray was mentioned. Murray Gardner and Glenn Barton calling all the action this afternoon on Radio Mama, the home of GNFL footy. Picked up now by that man we've been talking about. Ryder gets it across the ground. Picked up now by a teammate. Play on's the call. Umpire giving players every opportunity, which is great to see. Once again, a pack develops, and it's pretty congested. Just about 30 metres out, directly in front. And the ball will be kicked forward, and it could bring up the first score of the afternoon. Picked up now by Brigades. Play tries to get boot on ball. Umpire said no. There's a whistle on play. Free kick will go the way of the Railways defence. And Railways out of trouble now briefly as Jesse Adamini, the captain of the Blues, kicks the ball forward. Almost a sensational mark to a Brigades player who flies high. And the player there in Ronan comes back towards Adamini. Adamini comes out to find the former Northampton player in Dylan Corbett. Dylan Corbett, back from a shoulder injury, gets the ball, one bounce, kicks it forward. His kick is a poor one, and it's cut off by the Brigades player and Jack Deschamps. Deschamps kicks it back to whence it come, just in front of the Railways club rooms here at Red Dust Holdings Recreation Ground. Goes the way of Boakman. He slips over at a crucial stage. Boundary throw-in, and there'll be a boundary throw-in in this first term. The Community Bank Geraldton Quarter on Radio Mama, the home of GNFL football. Round 5 for Red Dust Holdings.
Paletti and Johnson now to contest the ball in as it comes up. Paletti in front, gets a little shove from Johnson, handball out to one of the Ronans, goes forward, young Reed Foot chasing this now out towards the 50, under pressure, goes back inside, nice little handball out. I think it's one of the Ronans again, no, smothered. Well played there by Huggins from Railways. But Brigades got a quick snap on. I didn't pick up who that was, it was out of the contest. Someone on their left foot's banged one through.
Very good
nice
effort.
Little hook. I still can't pick up who it was that got the final kick in the end.
So a good bit of play from Brigades. Brigades get their first score of the afternoon, and a good bit of play. They all do that much high-fiving, the players these days. It's pretty hard to pick out which one was getting more high-fives than the rest.
It was a nice little bit of movement by Reed Foot, young Reed out there at the top of the 50. Balked one way, gave the handball out. One of the Ronans got the kick in.
Good
Number
goal.
16 got the goal. The rider, yes, on his left
Jamie
foot,
Ryder
just came out of the pack and nice little snap on the left. We're back in the middle now. Railways looking to get this here. Mitch Boyle bursts out of the middle, goes short, goes towards King and couldn't hold on to the mark. Nice spoil there from Patrick at the end. Ronan goes to ground over the ball and he's copped one high from Saunders. And we've got Henry Perham takes the free kick, comes out short to Patrick out in the pocket. Looking for something back inside. He's gone short, under pressure. Nice little spoil there from King, and Saunders got across. Saunders knocks it out. Henry Perham back in there. Harrison King gets a quick kick forward for Brigades. Ryder comes up to meet it, grabs it. Round onto his left foot again, and he's found Bockman just to the side of the centre circle. Comes out to Ronan, cuts back inside onto his right foot, goes long towards Watkins. Can't take the mark, good spoil. Railways come away with it again. It's bumbling around, Huggins trying to get through. Brigades have dived on it, it's come out. Johnson again, nice handball. Young Reed Foot, and quick kick is found. Jesse Moore sitting back there. No, it's Elliot Delaney sitting back in the back line for Railways. Goes short to Mitch Boyle at the top of the 50.
Mitchell Boyle on half back, the JJ Clune medalist, back into the Blues lineup this afternoon. Gets a short pass away, picks out Elliot Delaney again. So they're playing wax to wax, kick to kick. Elliot Delaney on half back, goes in with a short pass, finds Nathan Tubby, another JJ Clune medalist, gets it over towards the damaging player there in Boyle. Boyle gets the hard running player in Kimberley. Kimberley takes one bounce, two bounce, runs towards full forward, looking up there for the big fella. Ball comes forward, very close to the boundary line. In goes the player there, Jack Osborne. Jack Osborne couldn't control the ball, very close to the boundary line, and eventually the ball goes out of bounds, and there'll be a boundary throw in. About 15 metres around from the left point post at the southern end of the ground. Hardly a breath of breeze here. Very pleasant conditions for football, and it's a tight contest in this opening quarter on the Adam Hunter scoreboard. We have one score on the board. Jamie Ryder's kicked one for Brigades. Picked up now by Brigades. His kick is not a good one. Goes forward. The Railways player claimed it, but it wasn't a 15-metre journey. So the umpire, Dale Pearce, will come in and throw the ball up about 45 metres from goal on a 45-degree angle on the Francis Street side of the ground. And we have Railways going to the southern end. Picked up now by the Railways player. Throws it on his boot. And he's offline. 1 point only. Good effort there from the Railways player. But he was offline. So Railways get their first score of the day on the Adam Hunter accountant scoreboard. Railways are one behind. They trail Brigades 1 goal.
Nice mark by Clatts Tawney out there under pressure from Tunbridge, out deep from the kick in from Ronan. Goes long now on the left foot, right to half forward. That's a beautiful long kick over the back. Brigades have got it. They come back into play. Handballing around all over the place here. Bockman now trying to bust through, gets a quick kick out, but it's only to Tunbridge, and he's found out Paletti at the centre half back position. Looking for some movement now up forward. He goes out wide and finds Kimberley. Out on the half-back flank, goes short. Shaden Edwards takes it, goes long. Looking for Saunders, but it's Perham in front, and the ball's knocked out of bounds on the left half forward for Railways, just outside their 50-metre zone.
Boundary umpire to put the ball back into play. It's been an awkward game, not a lot of system as yet, a fair bit of pressure on the ball carrier, a few mistakes, a bit of nerves between these two clubs. They're almost new look sides from last week, both of them. Ball comes back into play, comes the way of Brigades again, and the Brigades youngster in his green boots grabs the ball, kicks it out wide, looking out there for a teammate in Archie Borgard. Borgard plays on, the debut player, picks out his teammate there in Deschamps. Deschamps gets it up towards half forward, looking up there for some movement. Ball comes to a grounding hot umpire. Claire Knight says play on, and then she decides she'll come in and throw the ball up. The ball will be thrown up about 40 metres out from the city end of the ground, the end to which Brigades are kicking in this first term. And if there is a breeze, it's probably favouring that end just to a very slight degree. Whistle on play. Umpire said the player had no prior opportunity. So 9 minutes gone in this first term, with thanks to Community Bank Geraldton, and it is a tight contest to say the least. Railways have got one behind and Brigades have got 1 goal, so 5 points the margin. Once again the umpire comes in, but this time she's making a call and it'll go the way of the defence of Railways.
I think Ned Osborne goes long towards the wing looking for Saunders again, but he's outnumbered. Too many Brigades players there, and young Ronan takes another intercept mark. He's looking to go long back into the Brigades forward line, looking for Hussein Watkins, but it's young Reed Foot at the back of the pack, judges it the best of all of them and takes the mark about 45 metres out from goal, directly in front.
And he was outstanding last week in his debut. Kicked 3 goals in the first half. Reed Foot, only a 15-year-old, very exciting young prospect. And, of course, the son of the Brigades coach in Corey Foot. So Reed Foot, the 15-year-old, can kick from 45 metres out, directly in front, kicking towards the city end. A very good kick, and he signals all clear. And well done, Reed Foot. Well done to Brigades. They get their second score of the afternoon on the Adam Hunter Accountant scoreboard. And Railways 1 behind, and Brigades are 2 goals 1.
Yeah, Reed he just judged that better than all the rest of them. Then there was a big pack that went up in the air, and he was just sitting at the back, and it landed straight on his chest. So, and to go back, and nice little straight set shot from about 45 metres out. So Railways got their work to do here. Brigades have started extremely well. As you said, Glenn, it's quite a high pressure game. There's a lot of fumbling and a lot of sort of stacks on the mill and lots of contested ball. We've got Liam Clarkson back in the middle now, up against Fleming. Both going up. Adamini grabs hold of it, flicks it out, and there's Antonio Priolo just come onto the ground. Goes looking for Kimberley, and we've got a free kick back in the middle here. Something's happened, and it's going back to Deschamps in the middle for Brigades. Something happened behind the ball. I didn't quite see what it was, but Deschamps now going forward, looking in the centre half forward, and that's a beautiful mark, but dropped by Luff. Back in there he goes. He's dragged it back in, umpire. He's dragged that back in, and he's been pinned holding the ball.
Yep, good decision.
Yeah, it was.
So 2 goals straight is Brigades. Railways are 1 behind. So Brigades have been very efficient, 2 straight goals. Ball comes back into play, up the ground, gubs away the veteran, and Ben Saunders for Railways. He kicks it out the front of Tristan Simpson. Simpson's got plenty of class. Can he pick it up? Goes back in, retrieves it, feeds the handball out. Good pressure put on by the Brigades defenders. In goes the Brigades players.
Got away with that.
Umpire didn't see that. Play on's the call. Ball socket forward. Goes the way of Brigades, and Brigades can get themselves out of trouble through Archie Borgard. He goes the way of Harrison King. Harrison King goes back in, puts it on his left boot, kicks it up ground, looking up there for some movement from the big fella in Clatsastorney. Carries that player, picked up by Railways Jesse Adamini. Adamini gets it away to Matty Kimberley, back to Adamini. Adamini kicks it up towards full forward, goes through the Brigades player's hands, picked up by the Railways player, Shaden Edwards. And Shaden Edwards, who's had a haircut since I last saw him, has kicked the ball. He was dealt with after he got rid of the ball. So Shaden Edwards, who's a very good goal scorer, has an opportunity to score from only 25 metres out on a 35, 45 degree angle. So Shaden Edwards who's a talented sports person, reasonably good basketballer as well, and a good footballer. So Shaden Edwards to shoot on goal, kicking to the southern end of the ground. So Shaden could really start to put the score on the board for the Blues. They've really had a very good quarter. They've kicked 3 goals if he kicks this one, and have really started well in this first term. So Shaden Edwards has an opportunity to get his first of the afternoon. Against Railways first of the afternoon, against Brigades who've got 2, so 2 goals to 1 now. So 1 goal 1 is the score for Railways, and Brigades are 2 goals straight. So Shaden Edwards gets Railways' first goal of the afternoon.
Yeah, just notice, Glenn, that the Brigades are pushing a lot of numbers very quickly deep back into their back line.
Yes.
And so they're sort of cutting off the Railways push forward. However, when they're bringing it out, Railways have got numbers set up back behind. So Brigades are going to have to look at making sure that they are using the ball well coming out of their back line and getting those numbers, the young legs running, try and run the ball out of their back line instead of trying to kick it out.
Well, it was an important goal for Railways. It stopped the flow because Brigades were getting a little bit of ascendancy. So a good goal there from Shaden Edwards, and narrows the margin to 5 points once again. 14 minutes gone in this first term of Drennan O'Malley Motors Game Day, with thanks to your Community Bank in Geraldton. And the ball comes out of the centre, and once again the umpire's been called in to throw the ball up again. So Hayden, not Johnson, is he there? No, it's the other ruckman.
It's Fleming and Clarkson at the moment in the ruck.
So getting the job to do. Ball comes to ground, and once again umpire Osborne will throw the ball up. So the other ruckmen are doing the work at the moment. So an opportunity now, and the ball goes forward, goes the way of a player, and eventually the ball comes out the way of the player there in Ben Boakman, but he couldn't control it. Gets it out to Railways player in Corbett. Dylan Corbett gets it out the track, picked up now by the player there in Ronan. Ronan goes by hand, picked up by his brother in Isaac Ronan. Isaac Ronan kicks it forward, but Railways have the numbers, but Brigades do well. Comes back towards Deschamps. Deschamps from 60 metres, kicks it towards goal. Ball running free, bouncing free, and Luxor Fortuna goes through for a minus score. So on the Adam Hunter accountant scoreboard, a score there to Brigades. Brigades go to 2 goals, 1-13. They lead Railways 1-1-7.
Elliot Delaney now runs the ball out of the back line, goes long, but it's straight to Dan for Brigades, who's setting up beautifully behind the play, takes an easy mark. He's looking for movement forward now, swings out, plays on, goes long back into the forward line. Brigades up, Drew Tunbridge came over the top, and another pack forms, and we're going to have another ball up. We're seeing a lot of ball ups today. It's a really contested game. Both teams in there hard around the contest. Ball up now, right down in the mouth. That's Watkins gets a quick snap, but it doesn't go anywhere. Adamini throws out the handball out into the pocket. Delaney picks it up, comes back inside, another handball back to Huggins, and he finds Liam Clarkson about 30 metres out. He goes short again and finds Nathan Tubby at the top of the 50. He goes long out to the wing and finds Bunter. Takes the mark, pushes back, comes back inside now, back to Tunbridge. He takes the ball and goes. Ooh, dodgy little kick, but he's found Adamini back out on the wing. So centre wing now. That's Antonio Priolo, Centre wing, goes short, finds Bunter, but he spills the mark and it's gone out of bounds. So you can see Railways there trying to just work that ball nice and just chip the ball, not trying to overuse it, not rushing it, trying to set something up. Whereas Brigades, we're seeing them trying to run the ball more out of their back line. Centre wing now, ball back into play. Both ruckmen up. Fleming takes clean, but his kick is smothered. In goes Adamini, in goes Bunter. Nice little handball out to Kimberley. He sets the ball inside 50 now, looking for Saunders. Can't find him. King over the back, running onto it. Can't pick it up. He runs over the top. Nice little tap back towards Saunders. Little handball out back to Kimberley. Handball again. I think that's Ned Osborne. Snap. Hits the post. Top of the post. So nice little second effort there from Kimberley, but Brigades now bring it in. Short little pass. It's Mark Spilt in the back pocket. Dan under pressure from Saunders. Whoa, they've paid the sling tackle then. and it's a free kick to Dan in the back pocket for a sling tackle.
So, interesting scoreline on the Adam Hunter counter scoreboard. We see a very interesting scoreline. Brigades are 2 goals, 1-13. And Railways are 1 goal, 2-8. So Brigades moving the ball out of defence. Nathan Svensson is the player. Very reliable defender for a long time with the Brigades side. He puts it on his left boot, kicks it up towards the centre wing position, Francis Street side. Umpire Osborne has no option to come in and throw the ball up once again. Big pack of players around the ball. 7 or 8 players from each club around the ball at the moment. Pretty tight contest, lots and lots of congestion. Ball comes the way of the player there in Boakman. He gets it out. Another Brigades player, big fella, and Hayden Johnson gets a handball forward. But once again, the pack develops, and umpire Osborne is giving it every opportunity for the ball to flow. But unfortunately, the players' congestion and lots of pressure on. Ball comes back into play now, picked up by Shaden Edwards. Edwards gets his kick forward, looking for his captain in Jesse Adamini. Adamini gets it over the top to Mitchell Boyle. He goes by hand to Ben Saunders. The veteran kicks it up towards the teeth of goals. Up goes Jesse Moore, playing his 199th game or 198th game today, playing his 200th game in a couple of weeks' time. Gets the ball across to Brigades. Brigades player there with the ball is Henry Perham. Henry Perham, short pass, picks out a teammate. So Brigades still have the ball on the half-back flank, on the outer side, Francis Street side. There goes the Brigades youngster, kicking the ball forward. Goes the way now of a teammate. That big pack develops once again. Umpire says play on. Eventually the ball spills out. Goes the way of a Railways man there in Mitchell Boyle. He feeds a handball out. Goes the way of Edwards. Edwards goes by hand to Kimberley. Kimberley goes by hand to Tubby. Tubby breaks across half forward. Kicks it up towards centre half forward where he finds the veteran in Ben Saunders. And Saunders takes a good strong mark. And Ben Saunders back into the side today. He's 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle and shooting on goal. So Railways can, as we head into time on in this first term, won't be a long quarter because it hasn't been a lot of goals scored. 2 goals to Railways to this point. 1 goal to Railways to this point, 2 to Brigades. So Railways lining up for their second goal through Saunders. It'll drop short through hands, off hands of Hayden Johnson, and a minus score result. So Railways are 1 goal, 3-9. They trail Brigades 2 goals, 1-13.
Got to bring the ball back here to Harrison King, take that kick in back again. He's probably going to go short back to Dan in the pocket. No, he comes to the clubroom side of the ground. Goes long, looking for Fleming over the back, but he's a bit outnumbered here. Young Lucas Clarkson, about his first touch of league football. Handballs to Jack Osborne. Mitch Boyle out the front now. Out comes Adamini with the ball. Goes into the pocket looking for King, and he's found him. Nice little stretch mark to take it right on the boundary. Right forward pocket. Deep into the pocket is going to be a tough kick from here. He is a left footer though, Glenn. So yes, he is on the right side for him. Right underneath our commentary box here. He swings out and around. He's got a nice piece of it. It's going to fall short and it's knocked through again for another behind. Takes Railways to 1 goal, 4 to Brigades, 2 goals, 1.
So 5 scoring shots to 3. So Railways perhaps a little bit wasteful in front of goal, the amount of times they've come forward. Ball now on half back. Brigades slap it out. Goes the way of Reed.
Oh, he's tucked back into that. He's lucky to get away with it.
Let him go. Goes
Dan
the way
again.
Goes the way this time of Dan. Dan this time is caught in possession, so the umpire on to that. So Railways get result.
And it's a 50.
He said something?
No,
his teammate said something?
Fletcher Clatsthorne walked straight back through where the mark was.
Oh, right, okay.
Instead of clearing the area. So Ned Osborne now will bring the ball right up forward. Be kicking from just at the top of the goal square, about 10 metres out, 15 metres out, right in front of goals.
Yeah, a little bit of awareness there from Clatsthorne, because of course he plays. Clatsthorne has been playing basketball for the last 7 or 8 years, so he's probably unaware of some of the rules. And it goes through for a goal, that one from Ned Osborne. So a very interesting scoreline now, and Railways have got their way to the front. Railways are 2 goals, 4, and Brigades are 2 goals, 1, and Ned Osborne gets his first goal goal of the afternoon. As we quickly look at our goal scorers, with thanks to the City of Greater Geraldton and Lara Dalton, the member for Geraldton. So for Railways, Ned Osborne and Shaden Edwards have kicked one apiece, and for Brigades, their 2 goals. Jamie Ryder has kicked one and Reed Foot has kicked one. 23 minutes gone in this first term, with thanks to Community Bank Geraldton on Drennan O'Malley Motors Game Day on Radio Mama, the home of GNFL footy. Glenn Barnett and Murray Gardner bringing you all the action this afternoon. Hope your Saturday afternoon's going well, whatever you're doing.
Ball is about to be thrown back up in the middle. We've got Paletti up against Fleming in the ruck. Fleming gets the best of it, gets the hands bound, but it's Mitch Boyle who bursts through, can't go anywhere, and we have another ball up. Ball held to Fleming, and umpire throws the ball back up. Fleming gets the first use of it, but it's Kimberley who's tracking it down. Oh, it's ducked back into it. Could have been high. Nope. It's called play on. Pletty in there. And Adamini gets a quick kick forward. Goes out wide out to the wing. Kimberley grabs hold of it. Spins back into trouble. Tries to get the handball out, and he's pinned holding the ball. Very good tackle there by Deschamps, who's played really well this first quarter. He goes out wide, and it's a nice strong mark. And there's the siren to end the first quarter. It's been an entertaining first quarter. A little bit messy, very contested. But we see Railways 2 goals 4-16 ahead of Brigades 2 goals 1-13 as we head into quarter time.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people, they're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
For a limited time only, we've got Honda generators, free delivery until the end of this month of March only. They're super compact, reliable Japanese generators. For more information, check out our website or give us a call.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
The action with thanks to Great Southern Fuels from their beautiful broadcast truck here at Red Dust Holdings, and we are really enjoying the game this afternoon. It hasn't been pretty, but it has been pretty contested. And at quarter time, it is Railways 2 goals 4-16, leading Brigades 2 goals 1-13, 3-point margin in favour of the home side. Our quarter time summaries with thanks to the City of Greater Geraldton and Lara Dalton, the member for Geraldton. Looking at the goal scorers for Railways, Shaden Edwards and Ned Osborne have kicked one apiece. Jamie Ryder and Reed Foot have kicked one apiece for Brigades. And Murray Gardner, you're looking after the contenders for the Railways club, contenders for the Skidders Restaurant Player of the Day. And who did you like from Railways in that first quarter?
Firstly, I thought both backlines were really solid that quarter. They didn't give very much away at all. I thought Drew Tunbridge was doing a great job on Clatstorney across centre half back, and then also Jacob Williams has been given the job of Hussein Watkins up forward and has held him, and I think I can see, I'm not sure where Hussein's now come as they've lined him back up. He might have moved into the middle maybe. Those two have been very good for them, and they allowed some good rebound. I thought the Railways midfielders started getting on top through Matt Kimberley, Mitchell Boyle, and I thought Antonio Priolo gave them something in the middle as well in that first quarter.
I thought for Brigades, Lucas Ronan doing well, Jack Deschamps, Harrison King in defence, and Ben Boakman working hard, but Railways probably on top, got a little bit of momentum. 3 points the margin as Jesse Adamini, the Railways captain, grabs the ball to get this second term underway for Melissa Price, the member for Durack, gets it up towards the half forward line. Brigades have it through the Brigades player there.
Harrison King gets the
Harrison, gets the ball forward and gets it up towards a teammate. And once again, Clatstorney gets it up the ground, and it goes only as far as the Railways defender and Elliot Delaney in the last line of defence. Gets a short pass to Iway. Railways slap it forward through Liam Clarkson. Goes back towards Nathan Tubby. He sockers it out, but only as far as the player there in Reed Foot. He goes by hand, gets it towards Hayden Johnson. Johnson gets it up the ground to Jordan O'Brien. O'Brien gets it to Graham Sandy. Graham Sandy, 50 metres out on a 45-degree angle. Puts the ball up towards the teeth of goal. Off hands, taken by Railways, Drew Tunbridge. He puts a little pass forward and picks out Nathan Tubby. He goes by hand to Kimberley. Kimberley back towards Tunbridge. Tunbridge breaks across the half-back line this time. Gets it up towards centre wing, looking for the hard-running player there in Shaden Edwards. But the ball goes out of bounds, and there'll be a boundary throw-in on the Francis Street side with a minute and a half gone in this second term, with thanks to Melissa Price, the member for Durack.
You can see Railways really being careful as they come out of their backline, Glenn. They're really going their short little options, trying to come back through the middle of the ground and trying to then create some run through the midfield. As the ball's about to be thrown back in on centre wing, it's the two ruckmen, Clarkson and Johnson up. It comes down to Mitch Boyle. His handball is smothered. He knocks it back out to Kimberley very smartly. Long handball out to Adamini, who goes back to Kimberley, back to Adamini. They're playing around with it. He's had to come straight across the ground. Now the two youngsters, Clarkson and Foot, both go at it. Clarkson comes out best with it. Nice little handball, but it's picked off by Brigades, and it comes through to Reed Foot, who goes short out to Graham Sandy again, who goes short towards, but it's set up beautifully by Drew Tunbridge, and again they look to go short. Kimberley up the middle of the ground, just inside his defensive 50. Backs up now, comes short towards Jesse Moore, takes a good strong mark in front of Bockman on the half-back flank, grandstand side of the ground. Looks to go towards the middle, looking for Ben Saunders, can't hold the mark. It comes out the back. Brigades missed the handball through Deschamps. He slaps it on, and it comes through to Ned Osborne. Gets a quick kick to the centre forward, but it's picked off beautifully by Henry Perham, very well read. He's looking to go short and wide. He goes out towards Harrison King, and he takes the mark, turns and goes, runs to the half-back line, looks out on the wing. He's looking for Clatstorney. No, it's young Jackson Luff. He turns, but he's only picked out Dylan Corbett, who reads it beautifully. Goes long back to centre forward. Looking for a contest there. They're all up. Hits the ground. Contest, tackle, and we're going to get another ball up. It's centre half forward for Railways.
As we go around the grounds with thanks to the City of Greater Geraldton and Lara Dalton, the member for Geraldton. Two other games being played today out at Mazzucchelli Oval at quarter time. Chapman Valley 5 goals 3-33. Lead Rovers 2 goals 1-13. And up there at Percher International Oval, as we see a free kick. No, umpires giving it every opportunity. And we can tell you up at Northampton at quarter time. Northampton 7-6-48 lead Mullawar 2 goals 3-15. So Chapman Valley and Northampton leading at quarter time. In the other games today, ball is still in the forward line, and the umpire giving it plenty of opportunity for it to come out, and eventually he says, give it to me, I'll throw the ball up. 4 minutes gone in this second term. 16 points Railways, 13 points Brigades, and Railways go forward again. Jesse Adamini will be on the end of this, and after some hard running, he's rewarded taking the mark, running with the flight of the ball. So Jesse Adamini has had as many kicks as anyone else this afternoon, if not more, as he always does. So Jesse Adamini, the captain of the Blues, in front of his club rooms, plays on with a short pass, almost a little bit too short, but Lux of Fortune and Damien King has marked it.
You're right there, Glenn. It only just got over Harrison King's hand that was on the mark.
Yes.
And it's landed just on King's chest. He's going to be kicking from just inside or just on the 50,
yes,
right in front of the Railways club rooms. He's got the big left foot. He comes in now, lining up, shuffle, gets momentum. Nice strike.
That's a good kick.
He's got that. That's gone straight over the top of the goal umpire. And Railways move to 3-4 against Brigades 2-1.
Damien King, he got that well. He hit it well. But for a left footer, he isn't as fluid as most left footers. He needs to get a little bit of work done on his kicking style, but he's a very, very clever player, and he's kicked a lot of goals for Railways this year. He looks like he's set for another good year, and that was a very good goal. That'll do his confidence no world of harm. So well done, Damien King, getting his first goal of the afternoon. So Railways extend their lead on the GBSC scoreboard. Railways are 3-4. They lead Brigades 2-1. So the ball back in the centre. Umpire Claire Knight to put the ball into the air. And away they go again. This time it goes the way of Railways. And Railways get it forward through the player there. And Ned Osborne gets it up towards half forward. But it bounces back. Comes the way of Dylan Corbett. Dylan Corbett throws it on his boot. Finds the Tristan Simpson. Tristan Simpson goes back. Gives it away to Corbett. Corbett's caught in possession. And a good bit of play there from the young Brigades player who's been on fire to say. Lucas Ronan gets the ball forward, gets it up towards half forward, but Brigades out of position there, picked up by Railways, who do well through Clinton Harrington. Ball comes back towards the player there in Huggins. He gets it away to Edwards. Edwards gets it up towards half forward.
Oh,
good mark. Very strong mark there from the player in Jesse Adamini. He takes the ball, one bounce, centres the ball now, looking for a teammate. Ball bounces away from him. Railways have an opportunity if they get the boot the ball,
yes.
But he tried to break the tackle.
Yep.
Good tackle there from the Brigades defender, and well done to Jack Deschamps, who's been very good this afternoon. Jack Deschamps throws it on his boot, kicks it out towards centre wing in front of the Colin Scruffy Burgess scoreboard, and mark taken by Reed Foote, the youngster in his second league game. Reed Foote gets a short pass to his captain in Jordan O'Brien. Jordan O'Brien draws the player, goes by hand, gives it to a teammate who throws it on his boot, Henry Perham, gets it up towards half forward, pack around the ball. Railways have an opportunity, or do they? Ball running free. Reed Foote gets pushed out of it. In goes Graham Sandy. Ball socket forward, picked up by the player there in Elliot Delaney for Railways. Kicks it back out towards the centre wing. Goes the way of Henry Perham to Deschamps. Deschamps gives it to Graham Sandy again. Graham Sandy has 2 to beat. Ball spills out. Goes the way of Matt Kimberley. The hard-working Blues ruck rover gets it up towards Ben Saunders. He has the ball slapped away from him. And there'll be a boundary throw-in just in front of the Brigades coach's box. 7.5 minutes gone in the second term, with thanks to Melissa Price, the member for Durack. And on the GBSC Sports Park scoreboard, GBSC scoreboard, it is a interesting scoreline. Railways are 3-4-22 and Brigades are 2-1-13.
Ball back into play now, rolls out to Clarkson, who picks up, gives it away to Shaden Edwards, who bursts through the middle, goes long looking for King on the lead, but he's outpointed by Patrick. King back in there, scramble again, out come Ronan, nice little handball to Harrison King, long handball out to centre wing. The speedster in Ronan, he's going to get chased down by Corbett here though. Nice little handball back in, but it's picked off by Railways, and we're going to have another ball up, I think. Yes. Nice and contest. There's some real good one-on-one contest right across the ground, and neither team giving in at the moment.
Yeah, really good contest, yeah.
We got Pletty Johnson up in the ruck here now. They both tangled together. It comes down. I don't think they're both It's held to both of them, I think. And it's come out, spilled out. The umpires are trying to let it go, to let that ball come out. Tristan Simpson now trying to run onto the ball, can't. Sockers it forward and it's picked off by Brigades Perham. Nice little quick handball out to Harrison King. Good contest here. Drew Tunbridge and Clatstawny fighting against each other. Through comes Jager Williams. Nice handball out by Harrington. Tunbridge, nice little dodge around and left foot out, finds Shaden Edwards, who's giving the Railways a nice little option across half forward, working really, really hard. He's looking where to go. He goes short in, looking for Tristan Simpson. Picks up on the half volley, tries to bust through a tackle. They're not going anywhere at the moment. It's backwards and forwards. Corbett now uses his pace through the pack, kicks the ball forward, but again, straight to Brigades, and it's Castleton sitting at centre half back, takes a mark, kicks it out wide.
So Brigades have the ball in defence. Henry Perham with the ball now on the Francis Street side. 10 minutes gone in this second term. 22 plays 13 in favour of Railways. Up they go. A Brigades player went, and that was Ronan, but he went a little bit early. Ball comes to the ground, and the ball will be thrown up once again. So plenty of use for the umpires. And you picked it up earlier. The umpires are doing a good job, Murray. They're trying to give the players the opportunity to knock the ball out, but a lot of times they have no option eventually to come in and throw the ball up. That's the way it is. So
the high tackle there, O'Brien to take the kick.
Okay, Jordan O'Brien, the captain of the Hawks, gets the big kick forward, up towards half forward, looking for a teammate, but the ball drops short, and well read by the player there, Elliot Delaney. So Elliot Delaney doing well. Elliot Delaney gets the kick forward, and the ball comes the way of the centre of the ground, goes the way of Huggins. He feeds it out to his teammate there in Paletti. Nathan Paletti kicks it up towards half forward, looking there for Ben Saunders, but then Saunders hasn't got the pace to go with young Ronan. A pack develops, whistle on play.
He's taken his legs out, dived in on the ball and taken Ronan's legs out.
So Ronan will get the free kick. So he's been very good this afternoon, Lucas Ronan. He's a lively young man. And
he gives them a lot of good hard pace, a bit of speed off that half back. He really creates something.
There goes the kick from Lucas Ronan up towards the centre wing position, but once again it's Railways' star performer in Matt Kimberley, but he turned the ball over this time. His kick was a poor one. He gets it to the way of Glastorney. Glastorney gets it up towards Keegan Cross. Keegan Cross has the ball 60 metres from goal, gets a short pass away, looking there for Riley Jupp. Riley Jupp is marked. Riley Jupp is 50 metres from goal, but he is only 2 or 3 metres away from the boundary line on the Francis Street side. Kicks it up towards full forward. Pack goes the way of Railways. Railways get it out through the player there in Adamini. Picked up by Railways. Goes the way of the Brigades player in Jordan O'Brien. And he's kicked a beauty around the corner from 40 metres out. And Jordan O'Brien gets a much-needed goal for the Hawks. So, on the scoreboard for GBSC, it is Brigades 3 goals 1. They trail Railways 3 goals 4. So we've got a 3-point ball game in our match of the day. This second term with thanks to Melissa Price, the member for Durack, as we quickly go around the grounds with thanks to the City of Greater Geraldton and Lara Dalton, the member for Geraldton. We can tell you in earlier games today that the Brigades have done pretty well here at the Recreation Ground. Chapman Valley have done pretty well out there at Mazzucchelli Oval, and at quarter time Chapman Valley in the league game 5-3-33, lead Rovers 2-1-13. And the other game being played up at Northampton today in the quarter time in the league game, Northampton 7-6-48 defeated Mullawa 2-3-15. In the Colts, Mullawa were big winners over Northampton, but unfortunately Mullawa forfeited the reserves and the women.
Back in the middle now, Aussie O'Brien throws it up. It comes out Brigades' way. Jordan O'Brien gets the kick, but he's brought down. Adamini goes in, nice little handball out. Again, the ball bobbling around in the contest. Nice tackle there. And we're going to have another ball up. It really is been a tight contest. Neither team giving an inch. Both teams keeping that ball in nice and tight and physical at the moment. Ruckman go up. It's Johnson comes away with the ball. Nice high kick to centre half forward. There's a tussle again there going on. Ball comes to ground. Reed Foot comes through. Can't grab it. And he's got the free kick though for being held without the ball. Reed Foot now about 55 metres out from goal. Looking for some movement up forward. Spots something he likes. Goes to the big guy. And Clatstawny at the back. No one manning him up. cleared the guys who were coming out on the lead. Fleming out on the lead, cleared his head and landed straight in Clatstawny's chest. He's going back now. He'll be kicking from about 45 metres out, slide angle, kicking to the southern end of the wreck. Steadies on his kick. Nice, slow, deliberate approach. Left footer, and he's pushed it across, through for a behind. Takes Brigades to 3-2, trailing Railways 3-4.
On the GBSC scoreboard in this big game of the day. And we're calling all the action for Radio Mama today, with thanks to Great Southern Fuels from their beautiful broadcast truck here at Red Dust Holdings Recreation Ground. Good day for footy. Bit of rain this morning. Ball
nice little play back.
Played it beautifully back. Socketed it back. Tunbridge gave it to Elliot Delaney. Elliot Delaney gave it back. And Lux of Fortune. It went straight back to him. So Railways still have the ball. Nathan Tubby gets the ball up the ground. Gets it the way of a teammate there in Nathan Paletti. Paletti gets it out towards the hard-running Blake Bunter. Bunter gets it up towards Shaden Edwards. Carries that player. Picked up by the Brigades player there in Jesse Castleton. Castleton gets a kick forward, but only as far as Corbett, and Dylan Corbett is tackled, has the ball across the boundary line. Jackson Luff was the player putting the pressure on. So the boundary umpire to come and throw the ball back into play. Boundary umpire, throw the ball in. The ruckman to do the battle. And it'll go the way of Hayden Johnson. Hayden Johnson takes the ball out of the ruck, gets a handball forward, picked up by the player there who gets a kick forward in Jordan O'Brien. He wasn't happy with the kick, but it went forward, and now the ball goes out of bounds about 15 metres around from the right point post at the southern end of the ground. Time ticking by in the second term, and it's still a very tightly contested game. And on the GBSC scoreboard, 3-4. Here's the score for the Railways side, as Railways have an opportunity to clear this time through Tristan Simpson. He goes out wide across the boundary line. The umpire might...
he might have paid
lucky. Yeah, I thought he might have too.
So something's happened on the scoreboard up there, Glenn. Yeah, they've taken the points down for the Brigades.
That's through me a
3-3.
3-3. Okay. So the boys got a bit excited on the scoreboard.
Both teams, though, the backlines are well and truly on top. Both teams finding it really hard to score. We've got a blood rule here. I did notice Mitch Boyle came back on the ground with a fair bit of tape around his nose, so he's obviously copped one somewhere. So and he needs to go back off now to get that blood sorted out. Young Lucas Clarkson coming on for him. So we've got a bit of a delay here while Lucas gets to position. Oh, they're throwing the ball in anyway. So play on we go. The umpires are trying to move this game on, I think. Ned Osborne, nice little handball out to Nathan Tubby, back into Osborne, out to Bunter. Quiet little kick up to the centre wing. Jesse Moore working hard there at the front, can't hold the mark, and again we've got another ball up on the half-back flank for Railways, out on the outer side of the wreck. Ruckman now up into the air. Johnson gets a fair hit into that and knocks it forward. Brigades through Jupp. Oh, but that's well picked off by Nathan Tubby. He stretches out the one hand and takes the one hand mark deep in his back pocket. Goes short to Ned Osborne.
So Ned Osborne has the ball on half-back. Still a very tight, low-scoring game. You wouldn't believe, you would think it was raining with a scoreboard looking like that, but it's been a tight contest. Both sides coming to terms with being a little bit undermanned today. Ball comes out, well done from Shaden Edwards. Gets in the way of Jesse Adamini. Adamini breaks across the half-forward line, kicks it up towards full forward. Ball running free, but unfortunately for Railways, the ball goes across the boundary line. And there'll be a boundary throw in about 30 metres around from the right point post at the city end of the ground. 18 minutes gone in this second term, with thanks to Melissa Price, the member for Durack, on the GBSC scoreboard. It is 3-4 Railways, 3-3 Brigades, so it's a 1-point ball game as we head towards time on. Boundary umpire to put the ball back into play. And the ball comes back in now. Ball slapped forward. Goes the way of Edwards. Edwards gets it out to a teammate in Huggins. Huggins goes by hand, looking out there for Bunter. In goes the Brigades player. He's tackled. And umpire Dale Pearce will come and throw the ball in, or throw the ball up a 50-metre line. So the ball gets thrown into the air. The big fellas go at it. Ball comes to the ground. Once again, a pack develops. And player is tackled, has the ball held to him. And once again, the umpire has no option but to come in and throw the ball up again, about 50 metres away from the danger zone. And they need a goal. Both sides need goals just before, as we head into time on in this first half.
Deep in the Railways forward pocket. Ball's gone out of bounds again, right in front of the scoreboard here at Red Dust Holdings, and I think it's a free kick to Railways. Ben Saunders taken, must have gone out of bounds on the full off the boot of a Brigades player. Ben Saunders now right in front of the scoreboard, deep in the pocket. Looks like he's going to have a shot, lining them up. It's going to be a tough kick from there. Sets it forward now to the top of the goal square. Oh, up they go. Oh, Adamini flew high then, couldn't hold on to it though. It comes out to King, snaps back over his head. Another contest. Scrambling around. Railways get a quick kick. And it's Castleton right on the goal line, takes the mark to settle it down for Brigades. See what they can do now. He's looking. He goes long out to the other side, to the half-back flank. Plattstorney up there, but again at the back of the pack, Bunter wheels onto his left foot, sends it in. King grabs, can't get the handball to anyone though, and it's socket out and cleared by Brigades. Tunbridge and Plattstorney, that's been a great duel all day. Feeds it back to Elliot Delaney, who goes long back into the forward line looking for Jack Osborne. Can't find him. Adamini at the back gets a long handball back out to Liam Clarkson. Handballs back to Lucas Clarkson. Can't get his left foot into the ball. Adamini comes back in and it tumbles out. Tubbs, nice little handball from Nathan Tubby. Liam Clarkson sends it forward. They're up again. Big high flyer, Jesse Moore that time. Can't hold the mark and scrambling around. There's a handball come out. Oh, smothered off the hands.
Well done,
Jack
Brigades.
Osborne had the nice little thing of Brigades scrambling back then.
Well done.
Just trying to get anything they can. They're just trying to hold that play up. The Railways really pressing at the moment, locking this ball in. Brigades finding it really hard to get it back out.
A very good smother there from Jesse Castleton for Brigades, because it looked like Railways are going to get a score there. A major that was. The ball comes back into play. Ball carries the pack, goes the way of Tristan Simpson. Tristan Simpson puts it on his left boot for the Blues, kicks it up towards half forward. Brigades have the numbers, but ball well roved there by the Railways player who throws it on his boot. That was Jack Osborne, but Jack offline on this occasion. Ball goes out of bounds. There'll be a boundary throw in, but it's still in the danger zone for Railways, so Railways still have an opportunity to get the score on the board. 3 goals, 5 plays, 3 goals, 3 in favour of Railways as we head towards half time. Beautiful conditions for football, and whistle on play, and
it's a boundary
throw in now. Okay, the ball comes back into play. Eventually it's picked up by Railways. And Railways, Kimberley shoots on goal, but Matthew Kimberley is offline. So Railways 3 goals, 6. Lead Brigades 3 goals, 3 on the GBSC scoreboard here as we head towards half-time in our match of the day. The second term brought to you with thanks to Melissa Price, the member for Durack. Ball comes back into play from Brigades. Brigades see the ball slap forward, goes the way now of a teammate there for the Hawks in cross, but it's picked up by Elliot Delaney. He gets the ball forward. Railways player was tackled high and a bit too without the ball, so the ball goes the way of Nathan Tubby. He feeds it out towards Elliot Delaney. Delaney kicks it up towards half forward, pack into the air. Brigades player flies. Railways player went too, but a Brigades player was unable to pick it up, and eventually it comes out to Railways again, goes the way of Kimberley. Kimberley kicks it back, but once again Brigades stand their ground, and a good mark taken by the Brigades defence. As the siren sounds to end the first half of football from Red Dust Holdings this afternoon, and an interesting scoreline. It has been beautiful conditions for football, a little bit slippery underfoot, but nothing to do with the score. Very low scoring encounter here at the recreation ground. And at halftime, in our match of the day, with thanks to Drennan O'Malley Motors, we can tell you that Railways 3 goals, 6, 24, lead Brigades 3 goals, 3, and that is 23.
Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people. They're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
For a limited time only, we've got Honda generators, free delivery until the end of this month of March only. They're super compact, reliable Japanese generators. For more information, check out our website or give us a call.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people. They're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
For a limited time only, we've got Honda generators, free delivery until the end of this month of March only. They're super compact, reliable Japanese generators. For more information, check out our website or give us a call.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people, they're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels, reliability you can trust.
For a limited time only.
With thanks to the City of Greater Geraldton, Lara Dalton, the member for Geraldton, and for Railways, Shaden Edwards has kicked one, Ned Osborne has kicked one, and Damien King has kicked the other, while for Brigades, their goal scorers, Jamie Ryder one, Reed Foot one, and Jordan O'Brien one. Murray Gardner, you're looking after contenders for the Skeeters Restaurant Player of the Day from the Railways Footy Club. Who have you liked so far in the first half?
I thought Railways midfield started to get on top a little bit towards the end of the first quarter and carried that into the second quarter, and I thought that was led really well by Matthew Kimberley. Was very clean with the ball. Jesse Adamini working hard in and around the contest. We had Mitchell Boyle had to go off for a blood nose, but up until then he was very dominant. And some of their other running players, Blake Bunter came on and got a fair bit of the ball. Ned Osborne is working really hard for them as well, and Shaden Edwards is giving them a great contest across half forward, a fair bit of movement up there. Down back, Drew Tunbridge is doing a great job on Clatch Tawney, and Jager Williams has kept Hassan Ahmat Watkins pretty much without a disposal at the moment. We have not noticed him at all, and at one stage there they did move him into the middle of the ground, and I think Jager went with him as well. So they are really holding firm down there, and Elliot Delaney is giving them some great poise and run out of the back line.
As you say, the defenders doing well, and I thought for defence of the Brigades club, I thought Harrison King defending very well back there, so to Joel Patrick, and Jesse Castleton is also working well in defence. Jack Deschamps been very good around the midfield, Ben Bockman, Jordan O'Brien and Lucas Ronan, others to impress for Brigade. So it's a big third quarter, the premiership quarter. Of course, it is the Drennan O'Malley Motors quarter. As we go around the grounds with thanks to the City of Greater Geraldton and Lara Dalton, the member for Geraldton. At half-time, out at Mazzucchelli Oval, at half-time, Chapman Valley 9 goals, 5, 59 lead Rovers, 3 goals, 1, 19, so a 40-point margin there. Northampton doing it very well up at Percher International Oval at Northampton. Northampton a 14 goals, 7, 91 to Mullawar, 3 goals, 4, 22. So an interesting scoreline. And as we mentioned, a really tight, low-scoring contest here. Railways 3 goals, 6, 24. Brigades 3 goals, 2, 20. 4 points the margin, but still very much anybody's game. And the premiership quarter about to get underway for thanks to Drennan O'Malley Motors. So looking forward to bringing you all the action this afternoon. Murray Gardner and Glenn Barnden calling all the action. Umpires this afternoon. Umpires Dale Pearce, Claire Knight and Kevin Osborne doing a great job for the GNFL and for the umpires. And we're crawling all the action today from beautiful facilities supplied courtesy of Great Southern Fuels. Beautiful broadcast truck. If you miss it at the recreation ground today, at Red Dust Holdings Recreation Ground, you'll be able to see it next weekend out at Mazzucchelli Oval when we broadcast the game between Towns and Chapman Valley. Umpire Pearce holds the ball up, and we're underway in this third quarter on Radio Mama, the home of GNFL footy, round 5 of the GNFL Premiership season, and there's got a player who has infringed, so a free kick will go the way of the Brigades club. Oh, gee whiz.
That should be from the middle. I think someone came into the square too early.
Yeah.
Railways player stepped into the square.
Okay, so Hayden Johnson has the ball. I thought there might have been a 50-metre because he didn't return it correctly to the umpire. Ball comes forward, goes the way of Railways defender. Railways defence goes out towards the young player there. Ball turned over. Brigades can go forward again. Brigades player in Ronan gets it up ground, gets it towards full forward, pack around the ball. Brigades have an opportunity now, picked up by Ryder, throws it on his boot. He's a clever player, and another goal there to Jamie Ryder, and Jamie Ryder gets his second of the afternoon and becomes the first multiple goal scorer of the day. So that was a beautiful goal. That's what Jamie Ryder's in the side for. He's an opportunist, and he took it then. 57 seconds played in the first part of this third quarter, the premiership quarter. So only a minute played, and a good goal there to Jamie Ryder. And on the Adam Hunter Accountant scoreboard, it is 3 goals, 6 Railways, and 4 goals, 2 to Brigades.
Yeah, a couple of little mistakes there by Railways, really costly there. Brigades made them pay. As you say, you don't need to give Ryder too much opportunity to kick a goal. Back in the middle now, both ruckmen up. Johnson gets a good hand on it. Descamp comes through, but he's claimed straight away, and we're going to have another ball up. I'd love $1 for every ball up that we've had today, Glenn.
Be all right, wouldn't it, eh?
There's been a fair few. Ball going back up now in the middle. We got Paletti and Johnson competing. It's been a good contest in the ruck. Johnson again gets hands on it. Through comes Saunders. Going the other way is Ronan. He's a real speedster. Gets the handball out to Harrison King onto his left foot, and he slams it forward. Young Reed Foot comes out to meet it, but it goes past him, but he's back in on it.
Good
nice
handball.
little handball to Descamp. Running forward. He's gone long. Has gone over the top. And it's knocked through for a behind for Brigades.
Beautiful handball there.
Was a nice little handball, and he really is creating something when he gets that ball. Reed Foot goes long now out towards Huggins. He struggles with the sun and is chopped off. He's back on it now. He's all on his own out there, and I think he's done holding the ball. Had no teammates there to support him. Brigades now quickly back into the forward line. Here comes Ryder through. Little snap on his right foot this time, but he has missed.
So another minus score as we see the ball brought out, or is it? Railways putting himself under pressure. Goes the way of Dylan Corbett. He runs back in, goes by hand, goes the way of Paletti. He throws it on his boot, and he picks out a teammate up the ground in Ned Osborne. Osborne plays on now, goes the way of a teammate very close to the boundary line, just in front of the Railways club rooms, and the ball is out of play. So interesting scoreline. The people on the scoreboard are finding it hard to keep up. I'd hate to see them in a high-scoring contest.
It's not their usual scoreboard attendance on there, I must say, today, Glenn. We roped in a couple of the young Colts guys to fill in, and they are struggling to keep it up. They haven't done it before, I think. Yes. We've got another ball up here now right in front of the Railways club rooms. The Railways struggling here to try and get the ball, any movement. They've come out a little bit fumbly and a little bit over-possessing. Johnson again gets the tap down coming through his Descamp, but he's quickly claimed again, and we'll have another ball up. It's just getting a little bit fumbly, a little bit overuse. The pressure is really telling at the moment. Back up in the air it goes again. Johnson takes full possession this time, tries to bust clear. Through comes Harrison King with a nice handball out to Ryder. He's claimed without the ball, and he will get the free kick from about 50 out, right in front of the Railways club rooms.
I get the sense that Brigades have lifted the ante a little bit in this quarter.
I think you're right, Glenn. The pressure is definitely, the Railways are just sort of come out overusing the ball a little bit, really not getting any flow or movement, which they had in the first half of the game. And Brigades are starting to make them pay. Little fumbles, little mistakes, little overuse of the ball. Ryder now. He will kick on his left foot from just on the 50. It's a nice strike.
Oh, beautiful kick.
It's coming around.
Beautiful kick.
And it's got there.
Magic
just
kick.
Cleared the pack. Beautiful kick. So Brigades are making Railways pay now for overusing the ball and coming out a little bit fumbly. And they've really, as Glenn said, they have really lifted their pressure. They now go to 5 goals 4 to Railways, still stuck on their 3 goals 6 that they were at half time. So Railways now got to start getting a little bit of their hands on the ball in the middle, start getting some clean ball use, and start getting the ball moving, get it down their forward line and put a little pressure back onto Brigades here.
So that was Jamie Ryder that kicked that one?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So Jamie Ryder.
That's his third.
That's his third. So, and he's the last bloke you want to give an opportunity to get his confidence up, but they have seen the first 2 goals of the third term. The Drennen O'Malley Motors quarter, kicked by Brigades as we see Brigades go forward again. Railways trying to get it back from Reed Foot. Ball socket out. Picked up again by Hayden Johnson, but it's spilled. Goes the way of Railways. Jesse Adamini. Adamini steady under pressure. Kicks it the way of Shaden Edwards. Edwards has the ball. Centre wing. Scoreboard, the grandstand side, goes across the ground, finds Nathan Tubby. Nathan Tubby kicks it up towards full forward, looking up there for Damien King. Damien King cleverly puts it on his left boot, and it was a good effort.
I think he's got it. I think it's
a very good effort. That's a great shot. And the umpire said yes, that's a goal.
The Brigades aren't happy with it.
No.
They're saying that it hit the post then, but
the field umpire is saying He thought it was.
The goal umpire has. Yeah, he was right there, right on the spot.
Yeah, so the umpire says all clear. So that's the goal, and a very, very good goal too. It was a beautiful goal because he kicked it, and it took a leg break and went through the goal. So well done, Damien King. So Damien King got a much-needed goal for the Railways side. So he's got 2 goals too. So he becomes Railways' first multiple goal scorer. So 7 minutes gone, almost in this third quarter. Jamie Wright has kicked 3 for the day. Reed Foot has kicked 1. Jordan O'Brien, that's the Brigades goal scorers. For Railways, Damien King now has 2, Ned Osborne has 1, and Shaden Edwards has 1. Brigades win the ball out of the centre, but the ball's roved by Jesse Adamini. He goes back in to retrieve it, but in goes the young man in Ronan. He slaps it back. Well done to the young man there in Lucas Ronan. Goes out towards the boundary line, looking there for the player in Ryder. He gets it up the ground, gets it towards the centre. It's taken by Mitchell Boyle. Mitchell Boyle gets it back towards half forward, looking there for Jesse Moore. Goes back to Jesse Adamini. He goes by hand to Mitchell Boyle. He goes by hand to Kimberley. Kimberley gets a short pass up towards the 50-metre line. Big pack around the ball. But Railways have come back into this contest very, very quickly. We saw the first 5 minutes where Railways hardly touched the ball, but in the last couple of minutes, they're back in the contest. 38 plays, 34 in favour of the Blues. 30 plays, 34 in favour of Brigades, I should say. So Brigades are 4 points up. Umpire Osborne to put the ball into the air. 8 minutes gone in this third term, with thanks to Drennan O'Malley Motors. Ball comes the way of Jordan O'Brien. He gets the ball up towards the half-back line. Taken now by the young Brigades player in Jackson Luff. Feeds a handball out towards Harrison King. He takes them on. Lucky to get away with that one. He gets it up the ground. He gets it the way of Cross. Keegan Cross centres the ball. Looking again for Ronan. He couldn't mark the ball. Bounces away from him under good pressure. Ball spills out. Goes the way of Ronan. He's put down. Play on's the call. Umpire's giving it plenty of opportunity, but the ball will be thrown up. Only 30 metres away from Brigade's attacking zone. Brigade's going towards the city end of this quarter, and the scoreboard is a very tight one. Only a couple of points in it, or 4 points in it. So the ball goes the way of the throw-in. So the ball will be thrown in. This time it's only metres away from the goals, so an opportunity while Brigades have got it in their attacking zone.
We're starting to see the real influence of Hayden Johnson in the ruck at the moment, Glenn. He's getting definite hands on it and getting that ball a little bit clear of the contest. So he's starting to get over the top of Nathan Paletti, which is sort of bringing the Brigades midfielders into the game a little bit more. Ball back in the forward pocket. It's Ryder around. No, it's Keegan Cross comes around the pack, but it's Tubby gets a quick kick out. It comes to the ground to Boyle. Pushes it through, can't get to Jesse Adamini. It's O'Brien for Brigades now, and Graham Sandy sends it forward. Oh, muck up there between the two Railways players, and they've fumbled it. It's now ended up in another contest, and we got another ball up. So Tristan Simpson and Dylan Corbett both getting in each other's way there and fumbling that ball. Again, just seeing the fumbles, and it's the costly. Neither team can really get that ball flowing. And it's ball up now. Tristan Simpson tries to bust through. That could have been holding the ball. He was lucky there. And O'Brien for Brigades jumps in on it, and we're going to have another ball up.
Yeah, time tipping by in this quarter. Still anybody's contest. It was at half-time. Still is now. 4 points to the margin. We've seen Brigades kick 2 goals. The Railways have kicked 1 in this third term. Umpire giving the players an opportunity to get the ball out, but they've struggled because there's so many players around the ball, and once again he'll come in and throw the ball up. Umpires this afternoon doing a great job for the GNFL. Umpires Dale Pearce, Claire Knight and Kevin Osborne. The ball gets the throw up, and the ball comes slapped out from Jordan O'Brien. Once again a pack around the ball, and the umpire has no option.
No one can just get clean hands, can they, and get it out. It's so congested in there. There's no space.
6 or 7 players around each.
Yeah, there's no space. There's no outside sort of getting the ball to the outside. Johnson now takes the ball out of the ruck, gets it out through to Harrison King, shovels it on again to young Ronan with the green boots. He goes long, looking into the goal square.
Good effort.
Both a good effort. I think there was hands on it, through for a point.
There's a good effort from 52 metres.
Yeah, it was. They're really putting pressure on that Railways backline there. They're going deep into the square and they're having to really shut it down. Elliot Delaney now takes them on, bounces up the middle. Oh, he slips. He gets it back again and gets the handball. Oh, that's an interesting little shovel. Go back on goal, and it's through for a point that came off Castleton, I think.
No, I think it was
Hassan
Ahmad Watkins. Yeah, that's about the first time we've been able to see him get near the ball today, which is a good ploy by his opponent, Jager Williams. Ball comes out, goes the way of a man who's played about 197 games for Railways, and Jesse Moore, playing his 200th in a couple of weeks' time, or 3 weeks' time.
Nice grab,
good
young
mark.
fella.
Good
Lucas
mark taken by Lucas Clarkson
on his debut. Nice little strong mark in front of the contest there.
That'll do his confidence a world of good. Lucas Clarkson, tall young man, puts it on his left boot, kicks it up towards half forward, looking for Jack Osborne. Osborne keeping the ball in front of him cleverly, soccers the ball. Ball comes out, picked up now by Brigades.
Ooh, interesting handball.
Joel Patrick got rid of the ball, then he was thrown into the ground, so Joel Patrick gets the free kick. So Joel Patrick goes back across the face of goal, picks out his teammate there. Isaac Ronan goes by hand to Dion Dan. Dion Dan goes out along the Francis Street side, looking there for Lucas Ronan.
Oh, he's
Lucas
off. He's
Ronan
off.
Went
he's
to
off.
play on, and the umpire's caught him.
And he's gone. He was off, Glenn.
Blake Bunter, good decision. Ball comes back into play, and once again, Brigades hard-working Jack Deschamps. So, a lot to like about the senior players of Brigades. They're really trying to keep them in the game. Jack Deschamps is doing a power of work, and I've been also impressed with Harrison King. He's thrown everything at the Railways forwards today. So.
He's giving them some good run off half back. He's trying to provide something for them.
Yeah, that's right. Boundary umpire throws the ball back into play. Goes the way Tristan Simpson. He couldn't mark it. In goes, or couldn't grab it. Goes the way of Shaden Edwards. Brigades player is slung to the ground. Umpire giving it every opportunity, but once again he'll come in and throw the ball up. So 6 or 7 players from each club around the ball. So there isn't much movement or much freedom. There's pretty congested. Every time there is a pack, a lot of people around the ball. Ball goes up, goes the way of Brigades, goes the way of Isaac Ronan. He gets it out towards that man I was talking about, and Harrison King. He throws boot the ball, gets it up towards a teammate there who gets the ball forward. That was Thomas Fleming. Fleming gets it up the ground, and the ball is taken now by the Brigades forward, running with the ball and taking a good mark. Goes back.
Riley Jupp, I think.
Yeah, Riley gets a kick up towards the half forward line, full forward line, whistle on play. Umpire Claire Knight said the player was being held on to, and there'll be a kick on goal from Brigades. 14 and a half minutes gone in this third quarter, the Drennan O'Malley Motors quarter, and an interesting scoreline on the Adam Hunter Accountant scoreboard. It is 5 goals 6 to 4 goals 6, so a 6-point ball game in favour of the Hawks. And if Jamie Ryder can kick this one, it'll be his 4th of the day, so he's becoming a bit of a match winner if he kicks it. So Jamie Ryder shooting on goal from 35 metres out on a 45-degree angle. He's got his touch. He's kicked a couple of goals this quarter already. Can he make it 3 for the quarter? There goes his kick on his left boot. Umpire hardly moves. Goal umpire signals all clear, and Brigades get another one on the scoreboard for Adam Hunter Accountants, and a good bit of play there. So Brigades have kicked some 3 goals in this quarter. So Brigades 6 goals 6. They lead Railways 4 goals 6. So a 12-point ball game, Murray. Still a tight contest, but Brigades got away to a start. Railways came back. Now Brigades getting at the ascendancy again.
It's interesting, Glenn, when you look across the ground and at any time, you're seeing one-on-one play everywhere. You're not seeing anyone sort of sneak out loose by themselves. One guy who is getting loose, and he's set up that from their backline, Harrison King. He's sitting off the contest by himself, and they're going through him each time, and he's getting it it forward. Ball back now in the middle. Up go the ruckman. Jesse Adamini, nice clean through the middle of the ground. Looks for Saunders and hits him up. Nice strong mark in front of Ronan there and right on the point of the square. Saunders wheels and goes long, looking for King. Up, big contest. Jesse Moore at the front of the pack gets the kick forward, and that'll be another one for Railways, and they hit back straight away. Nice little bit of roving there by Jesse Moore, getting to the front of the contest, swung it around on his boot and dribbled the ball through. So Railways respond to get that score back to just the goal, the difference, 5-6 to Brigades 6-6.
Yeah, vital kick, vital goal. Well done to Railways. Good bit of play. So a good response, a very good response. So that's the story of the day. As soon as one team looks like they're getting a little bit advantage, the other side is bounced back. But a good bit of play from Jesse Moore to get that ball on his boot and see it bounce through. A little bit of luck involved as well, but you need that in this game. It is in the third term of our match of the day, and a big thank you to Great Southern Fuels for helping us out with a beautiful vantage point for the Radio Mama broadcast this afternoon, and really enjoying calling the footy from such a high vantage point in beautiful conditions for football. And it's a tight contest here, only 6 points in it. So 6 goals, 6 plays, 5 goals, 6. Very low scoring, tight affair. Both sides have made a number of changes from last week. Brigades have made 6 or 7, so too have Railways. So lots of player turnover for today's game, and making it hard for the players to play with their same continuity after coming off big wins last weekend, both clubs. Umpire Osborne to put the ball into the air again. This is round 5 of the GNFL Premiership season for Red Dust Holdings. The ball comes the way of Mitchell Boyle, who's been good this afternoon, as he always is. Gets it up the ground, but it's taken by Isaac Ronan. He throws it on his boot, looking up there for the hard-running player, and Hassam Ahmed Watkins. Umpire says the player has the ball held to him, and the ball will be thrown up, I think, on centre wing. On the Francis Street side.
Free kick here to Railways. They've picked something out of the contest.
He said something. Ahmet Watkins said something to the umpire.
Yep.
He must have said, I deserved a free kick. So I said, no, you didn't.
He'll give it to the other two.
Jamie Huggins got the ball. Gets it up the way of Kimberley. Matthew Kimberley got one a little late. And that was a stupid bit of play. And gives the free kick up the ground. So the ball is with Railways now. So
Antonio Priolo just outside.
Okay, so Priolo, 53 metres out. He'll go for a short pass, looking for Shaden Edwards, and he's offered a fair bit today, Shaden Edwards. He's hasn't lost any strength by losing his hair. So Shaden Edwards,
or dyeing it. He has given them a really good option. He's given them a bit of movement and that across the forward line, which is what they've had. But it's really starting to tell the clean ball use. Jesse Adamini, Mitch Boyle, Matt Kimberley starting to get some clean ball out of the contest and are really setting Railways up. Edwards now puts the ball long. That looks pretty good.
Good goal.
And he has kicked that. Goal umpire likes it. So nice little bit of comeback again from Railways. Every time there seems to be one team's going to step their foot on this game, the other team are bouncing back. And nice finish there from Shaden Edwards deep in that left forward pocket, kicking to the southern end. So we see now the scores back nice and level, 6 goals, 6 apiece as we head back towards the middle of the ground. But it really is starting to tell the clean, those who can get clean hands on it, get the ball out of that contested area and open the game up, and we've seen that probably Railways doing that a little bit more often than Brigades in this quarter, and probably in times in the first half as well. Ball back up now in the middle. Ruckman go at it. Clastorni's moved into the ruck. Through comes Matt Watkins. Oh, he held it for a long time, but he shoveled it out. Boyle comes through. Adamini again, nice and clean through the contest. Smothered kick from Clastorni. Edwards can't grab it. Harrison King goes back in on it. And here we go again, another ball up, nice and tied up again. Good hard work there, second, third efforts.
Ahmed Watkins has pulled up sore. He's come off the ground, so I don't know what he's done, but he's in a bit of problem.
Got one there.
So that's not good.
And we've got another free kick here. It's been picked out to Edwards, so something again has happened in that contest. He goes forward looking for King. He got 3 guys all over him there, and it's spoilt by Ronan towards the boundary. King really is outnumbered, so they're going to have to look at how they're moving that ball forward there, Railways, not just kicking it nice and long. He's got several guys on him. It's deep in the right forward pocket for Railways, the southern end of the ground. Boundary umpire waiting for the all clear to throw the ball in. What's going on?
Waiting for the
they're waiting for them to nominate who's up in the ruck.
Oh, what a silly thing that rule is.
Yeah, and there's a bit of tussle going on at the front as well. The ball back in now. Jesse Moore gets it down over the back. Antonio Priolo can't go anywhere. He's copped one high. Oh, Brigades don't like that call. It was probably there, but he did sort of duck down into the contest.
Yeah.
But Priolo now. Oh, he's going short across the ground looking for Bunter. Straightens it up. Bunter now. He's a little bit further out, but he is more direct in front of goals. I'm not sure if this is within his range. He'll be kicking from just inside the 50. He runs around on the mark, sends it forward, and that's wide and out of bounds on the full.
22 minutes gone in this third term, the Premiership quarter. Scores are level, 42 apiece, 6 goals, 6 apiece. A really entertaining game of football. Still anybody's game as we head into the dying stages of this third term. The Drennan O'Malley Motors quarter on Radio Mama, the home of GNFL footy. Round 5. For Red Dust Holdings, and that's where we're at today. We're at the Red Dust Holdings Recreation Ground. Really entertaining game of footy. Good tight contest. Not pretty, to say the least. It's been pretty tough, pretty dogged. Conditions are good, but the players have gone at it pretty hard. Boundary umpire puts the ball back into play. Goes the way of Brigades, who slap the ball forward for Glastorney. He gets it forward, goes the way of another Brigades player, gets it out towards Isaac Ronan. Ronan gets it out to the speedster and Graham Sandy. Sandy kicks it forward, but the ball's cut off. Railways defence couldn't believe their luck. Went straight into their arms. So Railways have it. Getting the ball out of defence now. Railways kick the ball forward, and a good bit of play there from the Railways player in Jager Williams, who's been good this afternoon, goes up towards a player there in Henry Perham. Henry Perham was tackled. He didn't have any prior opportunity. The umpires could see that. So there's a bit of pushing and shoving, a bit of feeling coming into the contest. It's been hard fought, this contest. No spite in the game at all, but just good, tough, good old-fashioned country footy. Ball comes the way of Glastorney. Glastorney gets tackled. Ball comes out, goes towards the boundary line. There'll be a boundary throw-in just in front of our Radio Mama broadcast box here at the Red Dust Holdings Recreation Ground. Boundary umpire to put the ball back into play. Is there time for another score? Scores are level at three-quarter time if the siren goes now. Ball comes the way of Glastorney. He gets a handball, or slaps the ball forward. Play on's the call. Goes the way of Jesse Moore. He feeds the handball out. Goes only as far as the player there in Luff. Luff goes towards Tom Fleming. Fleming goes by hand towards Henry Perham. Henry Perham puts it on his left boot. Kicks it up towards centre wing. Picked up by the Railways defence there at Elliot Delaney. Ball running free. Goes the way of Henry Perham. He's tackled. Good tackle put on him by Ben Saunders. And the umpire once again will come and throw the ball up. And there's been many throw-ups today, to say the least. The umpires will have to have a massage and a good cold ice bath, because they've certainly put in the yards running to throw the ball up. Whistle on play.
Kicking in danger.
Goes the way. Tom Fleming will get the free kick. No, he won't. Jack Deschamps will get the ball. And, yeah, Jack Deschamps has worked really hard. And now there's a blood rule.
Ben Saunders, I think, this time, is coming off with the blood.
Okay, so Ben Saunders coming off with the blood. So there's a few Railways players spilling some blood this afternoon. 42 apiece as we're in the dying stages of this third term. Jack Deschamps goes back, kicks it up along the ground, looking up there for Glastorney, but he couldn't put a handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds, and the ball will be thrown back in. A couple of players getting mixed up there, a bit of push and a bit of shove. The umpire says, come on boys, get onto it. So now the players are moving in, and the umpire says, come on, settle down. And the umpire will pick out a card. He has. So Dylan Corbett's going to get a card, and Dylan Corbett gets a yellow card. Or maybe
I'm not sure who. I think it might be Ned Osborne.
Ned Osborne may have got the card.
I think there might have been one from each team. I'm not sure.
Doesn't don't know.
Didn't seem a lot in it. It was
bit of pushing, bit of shove.
Yeah.
But the umpires were quick to get in, and I guess that's the way they're trying to.
Maybe Dylan Corbett has got one as well.
Yeah, well, seems funny they weren't fighting each other, were they?
No.
The ball comes. The siren's
gone.
So three-quarter time of the footy. Little bit of an entertaining way to finish the third term. Well, we've got a contest here in our round 5 match of the day. And at three-quarter time at the Red Dust Holdings Recreation Ground, with thanks to Drennan O'Malley Motors, our scoreboard reads Railways 6 goals 642, Brigades 6 goals 642. Scores are level. We've got a great final term ahead of us on Radio Mumma, the home of GNFL footy.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people. They're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
For a limited time only, we've got Honda generators, free delivery until the end of this month of March only. They're super compact, reliable Japanese generators. For more information, check out our website or give us a call.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
And the scores are level with Brigades, who are 6 goals 642, so a really even contest. Our three-quarter time summary with thanks to the City of Greater Geraldton and Lara Dalton, the member for Geraldton. For Railways, Shaden Edwards has 2, Damien King has 2, singles to Ned Osborne and Jesse Moore. For Brigades, Jamie Ryder has 4, Reed Foote has 1, Jordan O'Brien has 1. Contenders for the Skidders Restaurant Player of the Day. Murray Gardner, you're looking after the Railways better players. Who have you liked so far in the first 3 quarters?
Well, we talked about how scrappy it was, Glenn, and I thought the clean possessions of Jesse Adamini, Matthew Kimberley and Mitch Boyle in that quarter then really started to break the game open. Both backlines are on top, so Elliot Delaney doing a great job down there. Jager Williams has done an awesome job, and also Drew Tunbridge. they're my best, I think, for Railways at this stage. Ball comes forward now, and young Reed Foot takes the ball just outside, takes the mark, wheels and goes just outside the 50 to Descamp, who's played a great game. He's always off, under pressure, wobble, kick, and through for a point.
Might be a valuable point.
Sort of played on, exactly, it might be, and he just played on and just ran himself under a bit of pressure when he probably could have gone back and kicked the goal easy. Delaney now brings the ball in. He likes to go for a run. He's taken on Armat Watkins. Little chip kick over to Drew Tunbridge, who's played a great game. He's looking now towards the wing. Looking for an option, goes short out to Nathan Tubby, who presents beautifully for him on the half-back flank on the outer side here at the recreation ground. Goes long down to centre wing. Up was young Lucas Clarkson. Out the back, Ronan couldn't grab it, but he gets the handball out. And I think that's Henry Perham. But his kick's gone right out of bounds, way off the side of the boot, which is very unlike Henry. He's usually very good with his skills. And Nathan Tubby will bring it back in. Goes short to Matt Kimberley, who's played a great game as well. He has been everywhere and silky clean as always. Goes to Tristan Simpson. A little bit high for him and goes over the top. Young Lucas Clarkson, but he's bundled out of bounds as well. Out central wing on the outer side of Red Dust Holdings recreation ground.
Contenders for the better players for Brigades. Lucas Ronan doing well. Been really impressed with Jack Deschamps, Harrison King, Ben Boakman, Jordan O'Brien are all trying to lift. Of course, Jamie Ryder with his 4 goals is certainly in contention now. But who's going to win this game? 1 point the margin in favour of the Hawks in this last quarter. The first 2 minutes of this last term with thanks to GT Russell Chartered Accountants. Ball goes out of bounds on the Francis Street wing as we go around the grounds with thanks to the City of Greater Geraldton and Lara Dalton, the member for Geraldton. Game being played out at Mazzucchelli Oval today, and at 3/4 time Chapman Valley on target to get another victory. Chapman Valley 13 goals 8, lead Rovers 4 goals 1. Still waiting on a call and an update from the Northampton game. As soon as we get a score update, we'll bring it to you.
Railways go forward again now through Kimberley, but it's broken up again by the speedster of Ronan, and he takes off, handballs to himself, and then looks for Jamie Ryder out on the wing. That could be in the back. No, he got away with it. Young Reed Foot comes through now, kicks forward to half forward, and that is young Archie Bagard. First game, takes a good mark leading out on the half forward flank. Goes long, but it's all Drew Tunbridge. No, he's fumbled the mark. In go Brigades. That could be high.
Yes.
And it is.
Yeah.
The young Reed Foot's taken high there.
Jeez, so careful these days.
You don't see Drew Tunbridge drop too many more. I don't know if the sun got in his eyes or what it was then, but he was all on his own and he dropped that sitter. Reed Foot comes in and he's been taken high. He'll be kicking from about 40 out, slight angle, kicking to the southern end of the ground. Steadies himself now on his approach. He's usually a pretty good straight kick. It looks good off the boot. No, it's drifted through for the behind. So that takes Brigades to 6 goals 8 to Railway 6 goals 6. A 2 point margin in this nice tense final quarter of this contest. Tubby goes wide out towards Kimberley in the left back pocket. He goes short looking for young Lucas Clarkson, tried to take it on his chest and was knocked away. He's back in there though. Through comes Keegan Cross. He's just let the ball go and Adamini picks up and he runs away. Goes towards centre half back looking for Liam Clarkson. Good use of the body but couldn't hold the mark. Drew comes out now. Deschamps again, nice and clean. Huggins under pressure from Reed Foot. Picking it up. Mitch Boyle, you don't see him fumble too many times, and that was enough for Reed Foot to get hold of him and holding the ball. Goes to Deschamps. Good pressure there. No, he got him high. Chopped the arms. Elliot Delaney coming through there on Deschamps. Just got a little bit too much of the arms. Deschamps has worked really, really hard today. He's been definite best for Brigades. He's been all over the place. He's sucking him in now. He's worked so hard.
Yeah, he's been very good
today. He's pushed himself forward and now he's sucking in. He's going to kick from just inside the 50. Slide angle, kicking towards the south. He's a handball off to Johnson. He's juggled it. He's got the kick from inside the 50.
Offhand.
Fist up there. Oh, couldn't get hold of it. Matt Watkins tried to get the soccer. Mitch Boyle now soccers it out in front of himself. And he soccers again, looking for young Clarkson. Oh, he's taken high. No free kick. Play on. And we've got to have another ball up there. Hard work there. Reed Foot putting pressure on Mitch Boyle. Just couldn't quite get that clearance.
2 points the margin in favour of the Hawks. Brigades have added 2 points in this quarter. They've done the power of the attacking. The ball's in this 50-metre zone. Ball comes out now, goes the way of Ahmat Watkins. He hasn't done a lot today.
He just has not had any space. If the ball's come anywhere near him, he has been latched onto straight away by the Railways defenders today.
Yeah, it's been a marvellous effort from the defenders of Railways, including Drew Tunbridge and Jager Williams. They've done a job on him, there's no doubt about it.
Descamp again.
Goes back towards cross. In goes Ahmat Watkins. He throws himself in. He's got a big body to throw at, and he throws himself on top of the ball. And the umpire, Kevin Osborne, will come and throw the ball up once again. As we go around the grounds, with thanks to the City of Greater Geraldton, Lara Dalton, the member for Geraldton. 3/4 time score. Northampton doing the job on Mullawar, 99 points the margin there. It's Northampton 128 to Mullawar 29, so a big day out. So going on that, I'd say Harry Taylor's probably kicked about 15. But we'll see when the scores come through a little bit later on and the final data. But they're kicking away, and this is going to be the biggest loss of Mullawar's season, who have been very competitive up until now. But we do know that they forfeited the reserves, and they also have forfeited the women today, so it hasn't been ideal. So just looking at that score, it's Northampton 20 goals 14 to Mullawar 4 goals 5. So that's the score up at Northampton. Northampton 20 goals 14, Mullawar 4 goals 5. The other game at Mazzucchelli Oval is Chapman Valley 13 goals 8 to Rovers 4 goals 1. And in our match of the day, with thanks to GBSC, it is 6 goals 8, 44 to Brigades. 6 goals, 6-42 to Railway. So a 2-point goal game. So, as always, we've got the match of the day on Radio Mama, the home of GNFL football.
The ball has been locked out on the centre wing, out on the outer side of the ground now for about 3 or 4 boundary throw-ins. Neither team can get a clear possession and get it moving, and it's going to come in again for about the 3rd time. Up go the ruckman. Johnson works his way to the front, gets good hands on it. Mitch Boyle knocks it back the other way. That's Ryder, gets a quick kick, but it's only as far as Ben Saunders, who puts it out towards young Lucas Clarkson, who's having a go out there. He's getting up. I think he might. Oh no, it's gone out of bounds again, off hands. He's given them an option out on that wing out there. He's going to clunk a couple of those marks sooner or later, and he's going to really set Railways up. Ball comes in again from the boundary. Oh, that's a push. No, he's got away with it, Johnson. Out comes Brigades trying to work it out the back. Mitch Boyle goes in, but he's claimed straight away by Ronan, the speedster with the green boots, who's done a great job today, giving them a lot of pace out there. And we've got another ball up. Clarkson and Johnson up in the ruck, tussling with each other. Through comes Boyle, can't grab hold of it. It pinballs around, and guess what? It's gone out of bounds again. And we've been stuck out there for a good 3 or 4 minutes out on the same spot on the wing, on the outer side of Red Dust Holdings Recreation Ground. Ball back in again. Up come the ruckman, tussling again. Ooh, someone there slammed. That's a dangerous tackle. And I think it's going to be Mitch Boyle who's going to come up and receive the free kick there. He was really slammed hard into the ground. He's already got a blood nose and got his face all taped up. He's looking for some movement up forward. He goes long to half forward, looking for Ben Saunders, who's worked hard to give him an option. Comes to ground, can't hold the mark, and we have another ball up on the half forward for Railways, the outer side of the recreation ground.
Yes, time ticking by, but still plenty of time for both sides. 2 points the margin. We've played 9 minutes in this last term with thanks to GT Russell Chartered Accountants, and it's been a very, very doer contest. It hasn't been pretty, as I've said about 15 times this afternoon, but it has been a contest, there's no doubt about that. The ball goes out along the centre wing, picked up by Lucas Ronan for Brigades. He kicks it up, looking there for the big man, and the big fella is there in Hassan Watkins. He gets it back to a teammate, and Brigades send it forward. Ball running free, and a good mark taken there by Riley Jupp, And Riley Jupp took a very good mark. Good bit of play there from young Archie Bogart, who got the ball in, and well finished off by Riley Jupp. So Riley Jupp is 12 metres out, directly in front, kicking to the southern end. And this will spread the margin, you would think, to 8 points if he kicks this. So Riley has handled the ball only a couple of times this afternoon. So Riley Jupp shoots on goal from point-blank range, and he gets his first of the afternoon, and Brigades get an all-important 7th goal on the GBSC Sports scoreboard. It is some 7 goals 8 to 6 goals 6, so we've got an 8-point margin and a very important goal. They're all important goals in a low-scoring game like this, but Riley Jupp gets his first of the afternoon, and it's been a very interesting quarter in the fact that Brigades have kicked 1 goal 2 in the first 10 minutes of this last term.
Yeah, Railway's got a bit of work to do now. They have responded all game. Each team's responded when the other team has got on top and looked like getting a few goals in a row. The other team has responded. So let's see if Railways can do that again now. We've got Fleming and Paletti back in the ruck here facing off against each other. The ruck duel's been very tight and tough tussle all day. Ball goes up now. Fleming gets the best of the hand on it. And there's been a free kick off the ball, I think, for holding. Jesse Adamini with the free kick in the middle. He's looking forward now, looking for some movement. Oh, he dodges around and he takes off out to the outer wing. They're going wide, Railways at the time. Nice little mark there by Lucas Clarkson, though, leading up on the half forward. He'll swing in on his left. Goes now. Wheels and goes on the left. Long. Looking for someone, but there's no one there for Railways. Dan drops the mark.
There we go.
King picks it up, hooks it around, back into the square. Patrick knocks it back through for a rush behind, taking Railways to 6 goals 7 and Brigades 7 goals 8. Can Railways lock it in their forward line like they've been able to do most of the day when it's got down in there? Ronan takes the ball in his green boots and runs. Oh, that's a shocking kick, though. And he's Graham Sandy put under big pressure. And he's wrapped up by Blake Bunter. And we've got another ball up.
Yeah, no prior opportunity. I don't know if they worry about prior opportunity anymore, but it was he didn't have much of an opportunity, but a beautiful tackle by Blake Bunter. Ball thrown up, goes the way of Tristan Simpson. Railways keen to keep it in there, as mentioned by Murray.
Matt
Picked
Kimberley
up by Kimberley.
on the left foot.
Straight up towards goal, another minor score. So we've got a 6-point ball game again. So Railways have had 2 opportunities.
No, mate, you've got to take it from the goal square.
He kicked it through the points, did he?
No, he thought it was a mark, so he was taking the kick from
where he was. Okay, yeah.
But the goal umpire had paid the point. But beautiful little bit of movement from Kimberley through the contest.
Yes,
nice and clean again, and that's been the difference at times, is the teams that can be nice and clean out of the contest and get that ball moving forward quickly.
So it's a 6-point ball game. 6-8 plays 7-8 in favour of Brigades. 13 minutes gone in this final term, with thanks to GT Russell Chartered Accountants, as Brigades go out wide. Almost a good mark there to the Brigades player. Under a fair bit of pressure, the umpire has to come in and throw the ball up once more. Still anybody's game, as it has been throughout. Interestingly, Brigades have led for most of the day, all the day in fact, because Brigades are led by 3 points at quarter time. They led by 4 points at half time. Scores were even at 3/4 time. And all of a sudden they are under pressure, as they are still 6 points up, but of course there's still plenty of time, and the ball is in the forward half of Railways. Railways kicking to the city end. Beautiful conditions for football here, round 5, the Red Dust Holdings round. And the umpires, gee whiz, you mentioned it before, Murray.
Every time someone grabs the ball, someone else is right on them, and the tackle, and it just ends up with the ball up. It's getting that momentum. Here we go. Kimberley again gets the feed out from Saunders. Oh, that's got to be a free kick. It's got to be a free kick. Went way too early, young Ronan. No point throwing your arms up at the umpire, mate. That's it's a definite free kick. But again, clean hands. Saunders out of the contest. Kimberley sitting in the right spot with some space. Quick kick in. Shaden Edwards in front, and Ronan gives away the free kick coming over the top.
Shane Edwards has kicked 2 today, lining up for goal number 3, and this will be a very important one. Scores will be level if he kicks this one from 40 metres out.
Here he goes on the approach. It looks good off
Beautiful
the boot.
kick.
The Railways players and supporters like it. So does the goal umpire. And scores are tied up again. 7-8 apiece. This is going to go down to the... Oh, there's a bit of push and shove going on. Not sure what's happened down there. A couple of guys not liking something.
So Dylan Corbett's coming back on the ground from the incident prior to...
And I think young Jackson Luff must have been
the other one.
Must have been yellow carded
as
in
well.
that little fracas at three-quarter
so
time
come
as
back
well.
On, which is good. They give their opportunity for their side to have a bit of run.
Yep.
And the big fellow for Brigades is coming on. He's going to have a run.
Tawny.
Yep.
Back
Fletcher.
on into the ruck.
So he's going into the ruck. He'll be rucking against Paletti. Whistle on play.
Something's still going on here.
The umpire is telling people to... So the ball's back in the centre.
They've got to reset with the 6-6-6. I think that's the thing. Kimberley ran in to set the 6 in the middle, and the Brigades guys kept chasing. Kimberley again through. Beautiful hands to Adamini. Those guys have worked beautifully. Adamini, though, not a great option. Misses the pass to Bunt, who's now under pressure. He gets the quick kick downfield that they all overrun it. In goes Harrison King, but he's taken in a beautiful tackle. And the ball dribbles out of bounds. You can see that when Kimberley and Adamini get clean hands and movement in the middle, they really are making something happening and really opening the game up. Right in front of the Railways dugout now. The ball comes back into play. Clatch-Tawney gets a good fist onto it to get it out into the open. Through comes Tubby, though. Spins, gets out of the tackle. But it's Clatch-Tawney follows up with a nice little pickup. Goes forward. Huggins can't mark it. Out the back is Tunbridge. Gives a good tackle. Oh, in trouble. Got it away. Delaney now comes through. Oh, he's straight away tackled as well. He hasn't got the ball. He didn't have the ball. He might have knocked it away or something in the first place, but crowd not happy with the call. But it's Delaney now, just inside his 50. Little right half back for Railways goes short out to Huggins. Bogard stands the mark, just short of the point of the square. Goes long towards the wing now, looking for Paletti. Nice little push there. Through comes Ned Osborne. He's back on the ground now as well. No one can get clean hands except Henry Perham. Nice little handball out the back to Ronan. He looks to go wide. Quick kick. It's going to bounce. Bogard. No, he's gone out. Thought he had kept it in. You can see players now starting to get really tired. It has been quite a warm day. It's been a physical contest.
Yeah,
there's been no real space given to any players at all. Boundary throw in now right on the right half forward for Brigades. Nice tap down to O'Brien. Gets the quick kick forward. Up they go in the contest. Can't hold the mark. At the front is Bogard again. Can't go anywhere though. Delaney gets a quick kick, but only as far as Jordan O'Brien, just outside the 50 metres.
Yeah, 50 metres out. Can the Brigades captain kick a goal from here? Goes back, won't make the distance. Right up the teeth of goal. Ball off hands is a very important point. So 1 point the margin in favour of the Hawks. We've played 18 minutes in this final term as Railways bring the ball out. This is their opportunity to bring the ball up the ground, but they're keeping the ball back in defence.
They've got to clear the...
So they're looking for some movement. Everyone's backed up there. So Railways have it through Nathan Tubby. Nathan Tubby goes out wide, looking for Dylan Corbett. Bounces away from Dylan. He has the ball, handballs it back, comes back towards Corbett. In goes the Brigades player. Good tackle put on Corbett. Ball spills, goes the way of Tristan Simpson. He better get rid of the ball. Ball comes back the way of Ronan. Ronan gives it Dan shoots towards goal, and that's a very good goal. That could be a match winner. Well, it would be at the stage because Dion has kicked a goal. That's his first goal of the afternoon, a very timely one. Dan got that goal and got it through from 50 metres out. Good effort. So it's a tight contest and a very, very important goal. Brigades have kicked 3 goals now in this quarter. So
it puts them the 7 points up, which is that handy.
Railways have kicked 2, and Railways have kicked 1.
Railways have got 2 scoring chances now in order to get back in front. But again, we see an easy mistake. Yep. Corbett drops that chest mark on the lead out there. The ball gets back in. It becomes a contest again, and Brigades get back into the play. So little mistakes are being costly for both teams. But at this stage, guys getting tired and things like that, you really got to make sure that you you're handling the ball and you're doing everything right. Otherwise, the other team will make you pay. Back in the middle now, up go the ruckman. Clatchtorney again gets a good hand on it, follows up. Ooh, Sockering. Yeah, Sockering in danger there. Paletti had his hands down on the ball. And he came through with the soccer.
So it's a 7-point ball game. Is that fair?
Yes.
Is that right? 8-9 plays 7-8 in favour of the Hawks. Ball comes back in. Can Brigades get a goal? They need one. Railways need one more. Ball comes forward. Railways have it. They kick it up towards the forward pocket, looking up there for Shaden Edwards, who's been good this afternoon, picked up by Railways, who centre the ball, and there they have a good mark taken by Railways player
Ned Osborne.
So Ned Osborne back on the ground, has a shot on goal from 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
It was just a quick kick from Jesse Moore, I think. Got it in back into the centre. I think, well, where's he been taken? He didn't take the mark there, did he? I thought he was more in front of goals.
There
anyway,
he goes.
Ned has the shot.
He's kicked a
point.
So it's a
Makes
goal
the
difference. Yeah, so it could be a draw. It could be a win. There's still plenty of time. There's only been a few goals kicked in this quarter. Brigades have kicked up 2 goals, 3. And Railways have kicked 1 goal, 2. So the ball can be brought back into play. It's a tight contest. And Isaac Roden brings the ball back into play. Pack into the air. Who has the best of it?
That's Storney.
That's a good mark.
Nice pack mark.
Very good mark from Storney. Storney gets the ball out towards centre wing, outer side. Brigades
another
under
good mark, was it? No, Descamp.
Jack Descamp almost a mark. The umpire said, no, you didn't hold it long enough. Well, he didn't hold it at all, but he worked pretty hard. He was under a fair bit of pressure, and he has been a very good player this afternoon, as he is most weeks for the Brigades club. Ball comes up, so Railways need to get the ball back the other end very, very quickly. They trail by a goal. The dying stages of this final term were thanks to GT Russell Chartered Accountants. So it's going to be an interesting contest. Still time is here, but you've got to get the ball down there. So a goal the difference. 7-9 plays 8-9 in favour of Brigades, as umpire Osborne will come and throw the ball up again. Francis Street wing, and time perhaps running out for the Blues. Ball comes in from the throw up. Pack needs to develop, and it does, so Brigades are mopping it up pretty quickly.
Yeah, Railways got to find some space here. Brigades are just locking this down. Railways have got to get some guys on the outer and try and get some quick hands out.
Make
the ball
happen.
moving. Yeah, and we've got another boundary throw in. Centre wing, outer side. Brigades up by a goal at the moment. Railways got to make something happen out here. They're getting lots of numbers up around the contest. You can see the smart ones sitting out. Mitch Boyle out by himself. Ooh, is that a push? No, got away with it. O'Brien takes it. Is he taken high? No. Umpire Osborne says no. I'll ball it up again. And we're locked out on that outer wing again. It's spent a lot of the game out there. Tap comes clear now with the contest, going back in with Brigades, but he's taken again in a quick tackle. There's just been no room, no space, much at all today. As soon as someone's got it, they've been nailed in the tackle. And up we go again. Another ball up. Ruckman's pushing and pushing. This is going out towards the boundary. Now it's going to be a boundary throw-in. So Brigades doing a good job here at just tying this game up, letting the time clock go. Railways got to get this moving somehow. They've got to get their hands on it, get some quick ball movement out of this contest. Up it goes again. Juggles around. O'Brien gets a quick kick forward.
Good
and
mark.
Young Reed Foot does a great job coming back into the contest, taking the mark. He's not in a rush, but he's going to go out wide to the pocket, looking for Descamp. Kimberley comes across and spoils. Descamp under pressure now. Kimberley, beautifully done. Gets the handball long out to Shaden Edwards. He's on the outer wing. Here he goes. He's bringing it back to the middle. Don't know if that was a smart move or not.
Ben Bachman.
Bachman's come across and taken the mark in front of Elliot Delaney. Could see the reason why he wanted to come back through the middle. That's where the numbers were, but they had to get the ball moving. Now Brigades are going to look to run this clock down. They've got guys loose. They're going to look to chip it. Clatchtorney goes forward, and there's the siren. It's been a tight contest, but it has been Brigades who have come through with the win by one single goal. Brigades 8-9
57
to Railways 79-51. Real dour contest, real hard contested game all match, and neither team could really get the game broken open, but last quarter from Brigades, just a couple of goals, and Railways couldn't get that goal that they needed down the other end, a couple of points, and Brigades do enough to win.
Yeah, a very entertaining game of footy. Not a massive crowd here at Red Darts Holdings Recreation Ground today, but an enjoyable game because of the tightness, the competitiveness. Wasn't pretty. It was a very hard slog, but in the end, Brigades, who led for most of the day, led all day in fact, Brigades led by 3 points at quarter time, 4 points at half time. Scores were all even at three-quarter time, and in the last quarter, Railways added some 2 goals 3, and Brigades added some 2 goals 3, and at full time it's a 57-point margin.
They've ripped that scoreboard down again, those young fellas. They're in a hurry to get out of there. The umpires, goal umpires haven't even come together, so I hope the score was right.
Yes,
because they'll be scrambling to get back up there again.
Yes, so it's interesting, isn't it? So interesting scoreline. 8-9, 57 Brigades, Railways 7-9, 51, 6 points the margin, and a good win to the Hawks. And a very, very entertaining game of footy. You're tuned to Radio Mama. We're the home of GNFL footy.
Our Drennan O'Malley Motors GNFL Game Day is brought to you by our member for Geraldton, Lara Dalton, on Radio Mama.